morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to Michael Kittle Rare Coins. And we're going to continue our World Mystery Bag of Silver Auction. I think we did pretty well okay. A lot of people got a lot of cool coins, some good deals all around, I think. And plenty more to go today. So again, thanks for being here. And hope you're having a great Sunday so far. If you don't remember, we do have an auction list that we got going on. And what I did since yesterday's live stream and right now, I've sorted out the rest of what we have today, and I've already put it on the auction list. Again, we won't necessarily go in that order. I can show you right here. Here's there were a few that we did not sell yesterday. We didn't offer them for just say we didn't get to them yesterday. Those are the ones that don't have names here or prices. And then for today, here's the list. A bunch of British, Canadian, there's Newfoundland, South Africa, New Zealand, US, Philippines, France, Belgium, Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Guatemala, El Salvador, and some Mexican pieces. All of them listed out there. There's mostly common stuff there, but there are a few better than common, I would say, as well. So it's not going to be just completely, stuff that's going to go for the silver price. I would hope. And of course, the ones, this top row, the ones from yesterday's list that we didn't get to. There's some really good ones there as well. Dutch, how you doing? Kyle's here. Odabushu's here. Roger, how you doing? Let's see, there was a question there. I just saw it. Now I can't find it. Gonna be listening on the phone. No problem, Kyle. If you hear us talking about something you have to have, pull over safely. Don't get yourself in an accident. How you doing, Silver Squad? Kevin, Ron. Please enter you for the Silver Horse coin. There is no entering you. You got to enter yourself. And what that is you got to go to my giveaway comment video. I should have the link to it right here for you. Every month you'll see a video and it'll say comment video right in the thumbnail and in the title. You just got to leave a nice comment, hopefully a nice comment, on that video each month. One comment per person, that's all you need to do. And then if you watch the winner selection video, how I do my monthly free coin giveaway, you'll see that I use a random comment picker tool that scans through the comments and randomly picks one. So I can't do that for you, only you can do it. If I do it, it'll pick my name. Or, it might pick my name. I don't enter my own comment. So hopefully that makes sense, Roger. Where can you bid? Well, you're going to do it right in chat here in a second when we put a coin up for sale. And then how do you pay? Let's see. Let's figure this out. And do I ship to the Netherlands? I'd rather sell everything just to people locally because it's really easy. But if you see something you got to have and you're able to pay to America, and you're able to, and you're willing to. Oh, I got that on I got under my microscope. I guess I was testing my microscope. I forgot I had that under there. Sorry. I'm trying to go to this right here. Yeah, as long as you pay the shipping costs, I mean, we'll try to do it. As long as you know that it's okay that we ship coins to your country. I don't know the Netherlands rules, so you'd have to kind of guide me through that. But if you see something you gotta have, or it's a deal you can't pass up, even after you factor in what it's going to cost to get it to you, then I'll do it. When we take payment by Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, check, money order, we also do PayPal. I ask that if you can send me payment through one of the feeless options like Zelle or Cash App, or sending me a check or money order. I prefer that because I prefer not to give payment processing fees to people if we don't have to. But if your only option is PayPal or credit card, that's fine. I get it. But take a deep breath before you do that and think, man, can I save Kittle 4% if I do it a different way? And if you can't, then you can't. But if you can, then let's try to do that. Yeah, Dutch, if you're willing to do that, that'd be great. It's not required though. I mean, I'm willing to, I mean, it's part of the cost of doing business. I get it, but there's so many feeless ways there. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see here. What do we want to do here? Oh, I had this under the. Isn't that a cool coin? The new dime. Yeah, isn't that cool? I just had that under just testing my microscope out. Those came out really nice, but Anybody, I mean, I said we weren't going to start till 11, but it's my channel, my rules, right? Let's just go ahead. Anybody have anything that they want to bid on first? Anybody, again, I got the list here. Take a look. Exclamation point catalog or exclamation point DOC gets you to this file. There's a few cool ones here that we missed yesterday that are available. If you call it out, and we'll put it on the screen, and we'll open a bid. And then I've created the list for everything left on the desk. Bunch of British, Canadian, bunch of stuff. It's all there. It's all there. So if you spot anything or if you have questions on some, otherwise I'll just start grabbing coins and we'll start selling. I'll just start selling stuff. All right, you're going to leave a comment on the comment video. You got all month to do it. You got all month to do it. It doesn't have to be right now, but if you want to do that, that's cool too. Not a problem. Reminds you of the barber dime? Really? You think so? Yeah, I mean, I guess. It's just weird seeing a dime with a lady on it for a while. You know, we've had Roosevelt on the dime for since 1946, right? A little different, isn't it? Alrighty then. And I was talking to Green Go about it because, I mean, basically for most of our lifetimes, we've always just had the same coins. I mean, with the exceptions of the quarters, they have different state quarter designs and all this stuff, but Washington's been on them. I mean, even if it's different portraits, it's not, but we haven't had like a complete redesign of anything since what? The Kennedy half in 1964. So it's kind of, and nobody uses half dollars anyway. So, all right, what do we want to sell? What do we want to sell? Let's just pick something, should we? I'll just pick something if you guys don't want to do it. Let's sell a couple Canadian half dollars. We'll just start there. I always end the auction with the Canadian stuff because we usually just save that to last because people don't ask for it. So the first one we're going to do is a 1941 Canadian half dollar. How about that? Oh, you did say Sweden? Okay, we'll do that right after this then on Abushu. I missed it. This is going to be line number 104 on our spreadsheet. 1941 Canada half dollar. They're 0.3 ounce actual silver weight. Melts for $22.64. We're going to open this one at 22 if anybody wants it. Nice Canadian 50-cent piece. It's got some marks and hits and a couple light scratches. It's not perfect. Pretty cool design though. Real popular piece. And what we'll also do is, you know, I already put the list together, but I'm not going to shortchange you on, you know, showing you the information and learning today. We're going to still do some of that. There's the information from NGC World Coin Price Guide. These are 800 fine silver, 11.66 grams. Actual silver weight's 0.3 ounces. And 1941, they got a weird price for the good, but it's mostly worth the silver content until you get into AU or at least XF grades. So any interest at $22? We do some quality leering here, definitely on Abushu. Absolutely. Any interest in that one? If not, we'll do a pass on that. Maybe that's why nobody asked for it. Ringo says we'll do 22 on the Canadian half. The 50-cent piece. I'll do another countdown starting out after that. Redo our 3, 2, 1 sold in the chat. Do I have paper? I got lots of paper. What are you talking about? Do you mean like paper money? No, I have no paper money available today. And I really don't do much with paper. I mean, I deal mostly in coins. I mean, I get a few pieces here and there, but I wouldn't say anything substantial. Ringo OG getting that for just under the silver value. Congrats. And then we'll do this next one right here. This is the commemorative Centennial coin. This one is going to be the same price. Open at 22. We'll show this under the scope. It's the 1967, and it is the proof-like, the wolf. Really dark, bluish, purplish toning. Not the most attractive. This side looks a lot better. Trying to show it in the light there. It's got like a toning spot there. Like I think I got a water drop on it one time under the where it says Elizabeth 11 right there, right under the 11. It's like a just different color now, but somebody got a drop of something on it at one point. But this came out of one of the proof sets. Well, they call it proof-like set. They're not really a proof set. There you go. If anybody wants one of these, I'm going to show it under this camera too. This is the Centennial coin, 1867 to 1967. There you go. It's purty, shiny purty. Shiny purty. And let's see here. Let's pull up the information for you just so you know what we're dealing with. There it is right there. It's got the seated wolf howling. And tons of them were made. It has these listed at $87 for some reason. I don't know why they have that. That's not the value. These are just the silver value. And right there it says the melt value is $22.63. Any interest at $22? Don't be shy now. How about if I change it to $20? Oops, wrong thing there. What if I just open at 20? Should we just open it at 20 instead? I'd hate to pass over a couple bucks if anybody's on the fence. If not, don't let me force you. Don't let me twist your arm too hard. We'll still pass on it, but any interest at 20 instead. What is the silver content? They're 80% silver, and it's 0.3 actual silver weight. $22.64 of silver is in that. $22.64 of silver. Kyle says 22. Drive safe, Kyle. Drive safe. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell it there to Kyle, probably, because we spent enough time on that one, that's why. Kyle, press tone at 22. Thank you, sir. And we had a request for Swedish coins, I believe, so let's jump to those. Where are those on the list? Looks like starting with line number 155. If you're following along on our spreadsheet, which I hope that you are, we got these right here are the Swedish coins on in our pile right here, and I guess we'll just go start with the old one, right there, huh? This one is an 1876 krona, and we'll pull up the information on that. Hey, let's just show it first, right? Let's just show it. It's already under the scope. 1 krona, and it's got cuts along the rim. I didn't notice that until just now. Okay. It's probably been in a piece of jewelry like that. That's probably why that is. It was probably in like a bezel at one point. Bummer, because that's a real nice coin, a real valuable one. If it didn't have that. Bummer. But it's still an 1876 krona. And that is this right here. It's 800 fine silver, 80% silver. 7.5 grams. It's 0.1929 ounces, so it melts for $14.50. And yeah, it's unfortunate that it's been kind of messed with because these go for, they say here VF 65, XF 175, and the mint states are crazy. But this is almost, I'd say, fine details. It's probably a little lower than VF, but yeah, with the cuts on the rim, a little bit unfortunate. And we're going to open that one, I say there on the list, at 14. Get a lot of coin for the silver price here. If you are interested. People in their jewelry, that's true, that's true. First bidding while you're driving. Oh, I don't know if that's a first. I mean, let's just hope it's not a last here, Dutch. I mean, shouldn't be doing that, though. Onabushu will bid 14 on that. And again, here's the side there. 1876. A little more silver content that we got in our quarters. A little bit bigger than a quarter. All right, $14 Onabushu. Anyone else? Any other interest? Don't be shy. We're not going to spend tons of time on each. We want to get through this today and within a reasonable amount of time. I value your time, and I'm happy that you're here, and I don't want to spend tons of time on stuff you're not interested in, so if there's not bidding, we'll keep going. But thank you, Onabushu. That one is yours. Alright, let me just check something here. Check that, check that. Is that working there? That's still total in that. Perfect. Alright, next up after that, we got a couple more Sweden. That is this one right here. How about a 1944 Krona? Let's take a look at this. This one, let's just go ahead and get it going. This is a 0.09 ounces. 0.09 ounces. It's about $6.79. We're going to open it well under the silver price at $6. And here it is. 1944. You see the date there at the bottom. This one's in pretty nice shape. It's at least XF. Maybe even AU. It's just got nice mint luster. Original toning all around. Tons of detail. A little scratch on his cheek. Tons of detail on that. Let's go ahead and pull up the information for you, just so you have it. There it is again. 40% silver on this one. 0.09 ounces, so it's $6.79 melt value, and they made about 7 million of those. They have high catalog on prices on these. I don't think these are accurate at all. Don't rely on that, please. But we're open at $6. Whoever wants to put a $6 bid in will be in the lead. $6 if anybody wants to start us out with a bid. Any interest at $6 on the World War II issue? Corona. 1944. Nobody? Not even for 79 cents under the silver price. Okay. Count her down and do a pass if that's what it takes, but Ringo says $6. You didn't have to do that. But you did. But you did. Thanks, Gringo. Any other interest? A lot of coin there for $6. I almost wrote past there, but that one sold. Thanks to Gringo. Thank you, Gringo. Woo! Cool coin there. All right, and these next three I'm going to sell as one lot because I think they're pretty common. And so what we're going to do here is you look at the spreadsheet. This is going to be lines 157 through 159. I got these. I got the silver prices there, 466, 466, 140. Total price on that is $10.71 worth of silver. We're going to open it at $9 for all three, and then I'll put zeros for the next two. So you'll... am I trying to do this right? So 3 coins for 1 bid. It's a 52 and a 53 and a 44. I'll show you the coins right now. And there they are. About $5 for AU. Well, that's wrong too, because this anyway. Numista, I don't rely on their prices at all. I mean, NGC price guide they're all just guides. Remember. Anyway, here's the 1953. 50 ore, big cool crown on it. The 52 is going to be the same design. And then you got the little tiny one there. That's the 10 from 1945. I have 1944 on my spreadsheet, so I'll change that to 45. Sorry about that. For some reason I thought it was the other one. And I'll double check. I'm sure I looked up 44 when I put it on the list, just to make sure 45 is the same information. It is. 40. These are 40% silver. That's 0.0185 ounces worth of silver in that. $1.40 worth of silver in the little guy. But you get all 3 of these coins. Total silver value in all 3 of them. Again, roughly $10.70. We were looking for an open bid of 9. I didn't type that in. Maybe that's why there's no bids. Opening bid of 9 we're looking for. Any interest on all 3 of the Swedish coins there under the scope? For only $9. Opening bid. And if you guys have questions on them, let me know too. I know I'm starting a little quick here. Got a lot of coins. Some game 7s going on today that I kind of want to watch too. And maybe you gotta want to watch too. So let me know if you guys have questions. Otherwise, we'll pass on this. I'll keep them. It's fine. Can't go any lower than that on the price, tell you that. Alright, bummer. Pass on those 3. Keep those right there. Alright, that was the Swedish coins. Anybody else want anything else in this pile to bid on? Anybody want to take a look at anything else? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something. Any other requests? Yay, nay? How about Newfoundland? Alright, we can do this. We'll sell these. This is going to be line number 129 and 130. We'll start with 129. We'll do these separately. These have some value to them. This one's line number 129. It's a 1941C Newfoundland 10 cent. And we'll show that. That's what it looks like. There is the other side of it. And these are 925 sterling silver, 0.07 ounces, and pretty low mintage on these. Here's the information. 483,000 minted. They got some crazy high prices on here. These go for premiums over the silver content. Not that much of a premium, though, until you're in high grade. I don't know what all these numbers, why they put those in there. That's not the real price. But we have there on our spreadsheet, again, line number 129, $5.29 melt. We will open it just under that at 5. I think it's worth at least double that, at least. But we'll see. Nice Newfoundland 10 cent, 1941. Harry says $5 opening bid. Sure. Thank you, sir. $5 opening bid. Any other interest? Don't be shy. And that one is sold. Cool. Thank you, sir. Make sure I get you on the right number here. There you go. And $5. That one is yours. The next Newfoundland one is this little guy here. It's a 5 cent from 1896. 5 cents from 1896. This is the next line on the list. Line number 130. Little Queen Victoria there. Newfoundland. Nice little 5 cent silver. And we'll look up the information on this. This one has 0.035 ounces of silver, $2.64 for the silver. We're going to open it at only $2. Worth way more than $2. It's worth way more than $2. We'll look up the information to see if the price guide makes any sense on this one for you, but if not, then you'll just have to figure it on your own, unfortunately, or fortunately. Here's the information there. That's the coin. $2.64 melt. 1896 had a mintage of 400,000. I think the $8 and fine might be the real price guide price. $80 and good, not right. These numbers are correct in mint state, though. They go for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. They go for big money in mint state grades. Big money. But I'd say it's at least a $5, $10 coin all day long, as is. But Doug is leading at $3. Doug is leading at $3 on the 1896 Newfoundland. Rest stop. Why do Newfoundland coins go for higher premiums? Way lower mintages. I mean, I can just show if you're pulled over looking. if we look at the list here again, look at the mintages of all these: 80,000, 40,000, 20,000, 16,000. This is the highest mintage year right here, 400,000. Super low mintage. And not all of them survived since 1896. That's it in a nutshell. Onabushu at $4. Onabushu at $4. Anyone else? Doug goes to 5 right before we put in sold. Got a $5 bid now. Mr. Hardy. $4. Sorry, $5. Doug at 5. Onabushu now at 6. How many Canadian coins did we find in the bag versus the one? Well, yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too. In this bag particularly, there was 2 Newfoundland coins, and all of these are Canadian coins right here. This whole row, and then these 5 centers right here. So, what is that? 5, 8, 10, 18, 20, about 22 plus the 2 50-cent, 24 Canadian coins and 2 Newfoundland. So there you go. Doug says out. Okay, thank you, sir. 3, 2, 1, sold to Onabushu. For $6. Thank you. All right, any other requests? Or I'm just going to start picking some too. A lot of cool stuff. Are we selling here? We're selling lots of stuff, yes. Yes, we are. Am I on Whatnot? Never. Never on Whatnot. Okay, I say let's, you want to do lots 125 through 128. All right. 125, 128. Well, we're just going to do 124 through 128, all the Canadian 5 centers. I'm not just going to do 4 of the 5. We'll do them one at a time, starting at 124. Let's see here. I don't know what Ron's typing in. All right. HQC says, why not? You mean, why not? I'm on Whatnot? I can give you a lot of reasons, but I don't like it. How about that? That's probably the best reason. I don't like it. Okay. Microscope. First one here is going to be 1888 Canada 5 cents. This is line number 124. Pull up the information on this for you. This is 925 sterling silver, 0.0346 of an ounce, $2.61 of silver melt value. And if we look it up on our spreadsheet here, not the spreadsheet, if we look it up on the price guide, 1888, 1 million mintage. Price guide is, it's more of one of the common ones, about $9 and fine is what they call it. And, whoops, that's not it. This is it. There's the coin, and there's the coin. It's probably VG to fine-ish details. Probably VG. Something like that. And what are we going to start this one at? I didn't remember. Let's take a look. This one we're going to start at $2. So open at $2. Whatnot's full of Whatnot is a bunch of gambling. Almost all the coin shows I've seen are a bunch of gambling, which is illegal. I don't like that. I'm not going to participate in that. I don't like also the Whatnot. Every Whatnot stream I watch on coins, they're playing a whole bunch of music in the background. And they laugh about how they can do it on Whatnot, but YouTube doesn't allow that. Well, it's illegal. You're using other people's music and you're not paying for it. It's copyright violation. Just because Whatnot doesn't care about that doesn't mean it's not illegal. I don't want to participate in that. And I don't want to have to do some fancy show with a bunch of crazy stuff and fast pace and a bunch of giveaways and a bunch of wheels and spins and bag pulls and all that garbage just to get people to watch. It's also too quick. I don't think coins should be sold rapid fire without you even looking at the coins. I don't think that's, I don't like Whatnot. And I don't want to pay Whatnot to sell my coins. I don't, why do I want to pay them fees? If I want to pay fees, I'll go sell on eBay to millions of people, not just to like 30 people in my Whatnot stream or whatever. So that's part of it. There's other reasons too, but that's part of it. That's part of it. All right. Doug starts it at $2. Only $2 for an 1888 Queen Victoria. Nobody else wants this? That's under the silver value by 61 cents right now. That's crazy. That is crazy. But that's okay. 1888. Any other interest? Any cartoon or DC Marvel silver? I do not. I do not. Today it's just a bunch of old world silver coins from all over the world. And Doug's gonna take that for a steal also. Kyle came in at 3. I think he got it on time. We're gonna open that in a new window to confirm. How do I open that in a new window? It's not letting me right now. Copy that, put that there, paste that there, do this, get ready to do that. I gotta watch an ad first. Kyle did get in on time. Okay. Kyle leading at 3. Okay. You're out, you don't need it? Okay, then I can close that. And then count it down for Kyle. Perfect. Thanks, Kyle. That one is Kyle's. Next up is... I mean, with the lack of interest in that right there, I kind of just want to sell all 4 of these in one group lot, but I don't want to get too crazy about it. Maybe someone needs certain dates. Here is the next one. Line number 125. This one's in really nice condition, lots of detail. That's like strong VF detail for sure. Close to XF even. It might be XF. There's some mint luster peeking through. 1900. I think this is the oval O, not the round O variety for this. We'll pull up the information on here. Again, same silver content, about 260 worth of silver. And there it is. They say fines are $650. Mint states are $125. So somewhere between $6 and $120. Somewhere between $6 and $120 is what it's probably worth. And we're going to open it at $2. Somewhere around there. This one's really nice, though. This one, I mean, there better be more than one bid on this one. I'll tell you that. Otherwise, we might be closing it down for the day. Doug jumps at the 5. Aries was at 2. Doug at 5. Thanks, guys. All right. You want me to send that one to Mello? All right. Oh, man. Thanks, Kyle. Send to Mr. Mello. Perfect. Doug at $5. Any other interest? It's a nice one. Thank you, Doug. Next, which one's this? 1905. Let's see how nice this one is. I think this one's pretty nice, too. Yeah, that one's got AU detail right there for sure. Yeah. That's like, and if you can see there's like mint luster on it and everything. That's real nice. That's real nice. This one's going to be the next line on the spreadsheet, line number 126. We're also going to open this at $2, crazily enough. I almost want to play a voicemail I got from Mr. Marmello today, Ringo. You'd think it was funny, kind of. You'd think it was funny, kind of, wouldn't you? All right, let's go ahead and we'll type this into 1905 Canada 5 cents. We'll pull up the information on this. We got T-Rep opening it at $2. Pull up the information on this for you. Again, you see it's sterling silver. The 1905. They have prices at $87. These prices are wrong. It's worth probably at least 2 to 5 times what we're asking for it right now, though. Doug at 3. T-Rep goes to 4. I don't know what NGC did to the World Coin Price Guide, but I used to give positive reviews about it and compared to Numista. And one of my biggest criticisms on Numista, two of my biggest criticisms, we'll talk about it. I'll be fair to Numista. Here we go. Look at this. Numista, one of my biggest criticisms, you go down the pricing, and they got all these random prices like 570 and 610 and 270 and 590 and like, where do these numbers come from? What do these numbers mean? It's garbage. This is garbage, but it's better than NGC's looking right now, right? This is the one we're on. We're in at least XF to AU. They say XFs are 760, AUs are 48. This is an AU coin. I don't know if it's worth 48 bucks though. I know it's worth more than 760 though. Anyway, T-Rep says it's only worth $4 and nobody else says it's worth more, so maybe all this is wrong. Maybe a good's not even worth 480. Anyway, I never liked their pricing compared to NGCs that had nice round numbers that made more sense. What else I hated about Numista is that right up here, they don't tell me the silver value. They tell me the content and the weight. Do the math and tell me the actual silver weight. Why don't they do that? NGC does, and I like that. All they always used to have down here was the bullion value. Finally, they probably heard me complain enough. You can see they've added it now, the actual silver weight, 0.35 ounces. They might have heard me complaining enough. And you can see they added that. They don't even have that in bold and stuff in the same format. These have just been added within the last, I'd say, month or two. So finally, Numista has earned two stars positive, and NGC's going back a couple pegs, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, NGC, this is why I like that. They got right there, right in the front. Boom, boom, boom. Actual silver weight value, bam, bam. But all this is garbage now. I mean, for not every coin, but for a lot of coins, they've messed it up. A lot of coins they've messed up. We got Ron at $6. All right. Ron at $6. 603, I don't know what you were trying to put there. 603 AG. But we got Ron at $6. Annoyed that they didn't do that. Well, if you're talking about Numista not doing the actual silver weight and making you do the math, they actually have it on their page now. Someone coded to put it in there. And that was one of the main reasons I never look at Numista when I'm looking up coins, because I know most of this is worth about the silver value, especially with silver at 75 bucks an ounce. There's some of it's worth well over the silver value, and you guys are just getting it at the silver value, unfortunately for me. But when I look up the coin, I kind of want to know what the silver is. And then if they're not going to tell me, then slight improvement. Slight improvement. And I know I've emailed them about it before, so I'm going to take credit for it. Maybe other people have mentioned it in the past, but I'm going to take credit for it until someone else tells me otherwise. Thanks, Ron. That's a really nice one. That one's yours. Let's look at this one. How about a 1912? This one's in not as high of grade. Well, because for years and years, I would use the Kraus World Coin books, right? And that's where all the NGC information and prices come from. It's from the Kraus guides. So that's why I like the NGC better, because it has all the information I'm used to looking up in the book. Well, now they messed it up. The prices from the book aren't those prices anymore. They're combining prices from other sources into that. Let's open this one at $2 as well for the 1912. 1912, open at $2. Again, it's $2.53 of silver. These are slightly less weight than the last two. They went down by like 0.00 grams. So instead of 0.0346, these are 0.0336. About 10 cents less of silver value in these. But this is the 1912 right there. Again, look at these, $87. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why did they put that? Let's see what Numista says on this. 1912. I mean, I don't know if their pricing is. I mean, it seems a little more in line, with reality. But is it really goes from 480 to 560 to $6? Is there a 40-cent difference between fine and VF? That's just made up. That's not real. I don't know where they're getting that either. I don't know where to get that either, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. How we doing, Michael? $3 going to Doug. Anybody else interested? If not, we're selling it. Man, if I was did T-Rep get back in? You said out, and are you back in? I gotta open this in a new window to see. Sorry about. It's gonna take a second. Open in a new tab. I probably gotta.
My husband these.
That was for an ad for some pants. I'm gonna skip that. T-Rep got in. T-Rep got in. So let me close that. So we do this. Make sure I don't close the wrong thing. T-Rep leading at 5. All right. Yeah, it used to be easier for me to refresh to see who when the bid came in, but now I got to do it in a separate window for it to work. A little less convenient, but T-Rep in at 5. All right. What one was that? That was T. Cheers. I just totally butchered your name. T. Rep. Adventures. All right, and that is $5. Nice purchase there. And last, and certainly not least, we'll take a look at this one. This is the 1915. We're at line number 128. This one is in, that's got definitely VF detail there. I'd say it's a strong VF. Not sure it makes it into the XF range. I mean, it's got a little bit of, that was my light hitting my copy stand there. It might make it into low XF. It's on the line of VF XF. That's what I'm saying on that. That's what I'm going to say on that one. How about that? It's a 1915. Again, we'll open this at $2. Open it at $2. This is a little bit of a better one, I think. It's a little bit lower vintage. If we go here to the NGC, when we look at, I mean, they just list this one at $20 and fine. But they don't have all the messed up 87s. So is this a $20 coin? Is that what it says in the Kraus guide if I go pull out my book off the shelf? Because this is the lowest vintage year of the type at 1.17. So some would call this the key date, if you will, of this type, the KM22. Should we see what the other guys say at New Mista? 1915. Yeah, they're saying VG's 14, fine VF's 15, and XF's at 56. Now, I said this one's on the line of VF XF, so this one retail, it should be between $15 and $56. Is that much guidance? I don't know. And then they jump to 180 in AU? Can I close my eyes and squint a little bit and call that AU? No, that's not an AU. But I mean, I can see a little bit of mint luster there. And usually once you see the original mint luster, you're in the XF range almost always. It's just really dark, so it's hard to... I would probably say VF 30, probably VF 35 is what I would grade it. So it's right on the line. Doug goes to $10 in the lead. Kittle, you had an emergency head with no problem, future. Well, hopefully it's nothing too serious and you got it resolved, and glad to see you here. We had T-Rep 4, Doug 6, T-Rep 7, Gringo 7, Doug at 10. Doug at $10. That is Doug's. Nice one. Thank you. Yeah, that one's even got, just holding it, I mean, it can, just feels, I don't know, just feels like it's a higher grade coin than the last one. The rim just feels a little sharper. Got the 2 you needed? Nice. Nice. That's what we want to hear. You wanted me to sell like just a pile of Canadian dimes to start clearing this out? Let's sell the more common ones. I always do these, this is always the last lot. I'm just going to do it right now. This is going to be lot number 114 and 115. I'm going to do both of these in one group, in one thing. We're going to start it at $8 for the 2 dimes. How about this? Did I sell the big Bahamas? No. You want to do that next? We're going to open this at 8 for the 2 Canadian dimes. This is the 1947 and the 1943. They each have about $4.50 of silver in them, 0.06 ounces. So it's $9 worth of silver. We're opening it at $8. And Gringo will start it at $8. This 1943 does not have toning. It has some toning. It's also got some green PVC plastic stuck to it. So that comes with it for free. That's what PVC looks like if it's bad. That's old plastic that turned green and is stuck to the coin. It would come right off with some acetone, though. Soak it in acetone, it comes right off. And then that's the 43, and this is the 47 maple. Got a little maple leaf after the number of the date. 1947 maple leaf. Ringo at 8, T-Rep at 9. Yeah, you want to see it next? We'll pull that up after. We got one more group of dimes, and then we'll do that next. And then that's the 1943. T-Rep at $9. Got a $9 bid. Any other interest? That looks like it's going to T-Rep. And that is, I'm going to put that on both lines. T-Rep, 9, and then you won the other one for 0. So I know to ship both of them to you. Just like that. The next one, we're going to sell 8 dimes at once. We're just going to blow these out. Nobody ever wants me to go through these individual. This is going to be number 116 through 123. 116 through 123. I will show them all. I'll show all of them, don't worry. This is 8 dimes, 10-cent pieces. The total silver value is $32.83. $32.83. I'm going to start about 10% lower than that. We're going to open them at $30. And now I'll show them. And I will show them one by one. Now, trying to. 1955. Queen Elizabeth. 56. Queen Elizabeth. No, I'm going to have Queen Elizabeth. There's a 56 again. 2 of them. We got T-Rep at 30. 1960. There is a 1963 in really nice shape. There is a Proof-like 1964. Came out of a proof set for sure. And I just dropped something there. Oh, that was the Swedish coins that didn't sell there. Okay. That comes right out of a proof set. We got the fish dime. Alfred's not watching, so I can call it a fish dime. 1967. It's actually a mackerel. And then we got the 1968. Alright, we got T-Rep at 30. Any other interest on all of those? Any other interest? Holy mackerel. Makes it easy for me, so I'm just going to copy your name right down on all those. Put it at $30. And a bunch of zeros for the other prices. And that whole little pile of 8 of them, make sure there's still 8 there. That one is yours. So, wait! Queen Flu commercial. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about the band? Or are you talking about some queen of somewhere? Flying commercials? Sometimes government people do that to make them look like the people. But usually it's rigged, and all the people sitting around them are just like employees or security, or they're not really sitting amongst the people. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. You want to do this one next? Let's just do it. See if anybody wants to buy a big coin. This one's line number 25 on the spreadsheet. If you're not following along, you can. The link keeps getting posted in chat. This one here, line 25, is going to be the 1966 Bahamas. 1.2526 ounces of actual silver in this. $94.53 worth of silver. We're going to open it at $90. $4.50 under the silver price. So this big old Bahamas. There is a toning spot right in the upper part under the LL of dollars, but That is a big coin. That is a big coin. Bigger than a 1 ounce silver round. I mean, it's 1 1/4 ounce right there. Ringo says 90. Future goes 91. Barely fit Elizabeth's face under the thing there. But let's go take a look and give you the information on this too while you're contemplating your bids. And get you the facts on this. This is the Bahama $5 coin. Look at that pretty toning on that one, right? Look at that one. This is not my coin. This is not the one that's going to... Anyway, 925 sterling silver, 42 grams, 1.2526, 94 and change, 45 millimeters in size. There were only 100,000 of these minted, and I know for a fact, guarantee, lots of these got melted in 1980 when silver went to 50 bucks. More of them got melted in 2011 or whatever when silver went up to 50 again. And we're fighting to get the silver melt price on them still today, right now. $93 bid right now. And they just listed at the silver spot price. It's just a big silver coin that just always just kind of trades at the silver price when it's high. When the silver price goes back down, then you start getting a little bit of a premium again. But $93 is the price for future right now. And again, we'll keep it in this flip. That's how I got it. And trying to keep it as nice as possible. Big, chunky Queen Elizabeth #2. Or if you're from Minnesota, maybe you read that as Elizabeth 11. I don't know. I learned Roman numerals. Some people didn't, I guess. There it is. Count her down in chat. That's gonna be yours. Future motive. For how much? 93. Nice. Big old coin for sure. For sure. I'm just going to set that down there on its own. Any other requests? I mean, I know the people can't be here all day, so if you're here for just a bit and you know there's something on the list you want to see, otherwise, I'm just going to, let's just get this one next. This is the one right above that on the spreadsheet. This is the Saudi Arabian Rial. This one is worth way more than the silver price. Man, I know I say that. I'm trying to like get myself higher bids. I'm just telling you, this one is worth a premium, and if it doesn't go for even close to what it's worth, I'm gonna be, I'll be pissed off. I'm just gonna say it. I'll just say it, okay? But it's in the bag here. I know what it is. I could have snuck it out. You guys didn't even see it when we were doing the preview. You didn't even see it. You don't even know what it is. I could have just put it in my pocket. But we're going to be fair to y'all, and we're going to sell it. Let's take a look at the information real quick, though, on it. Here it is. Saudi Arabia. This was made by the United States Mint in Philadelphia, by the way, for Saudi Arabia. 917 fine silver, 0.342 ounces of silver. Melts for just over 25 bucks, 25.80. And here's the information. VF's 115 bucks, XF's 135, AU 162, and Mint States get closer to 200 bucks. I don't think it's really worth over 100 bucks or 150 bucks. This one's going to be probably an XF or an AU. We'll look at it, of course, under the scope. It's worth well over 50, I'll tell you that, and it's probably worth over 75. I don't know if that's the current retail price. I could be wrong. I don't follow these super closely. But let's take a look at it. I mean, it's got strong mint luster. That's AU all day long right there. On this side, yeah, this is probably either very high XF or lower to mid AU. I mean, it's a nice coin. We said we're going to open it at 30 bucks on the sheet. Motive says 30. I'll just put open 30 just so it's clear that bidding is open. And yeah, U.S. Mint makes this popular. It'll be a U.S. Mint coin. Can I get it to focus there? Under this light? Probably not with too much stuff behind it. Sorry about that. Just trying to show the luster on it. Under a different light. Anyway, it's cool. It's nice. It should not be in this thing of mixed silver that we got. I'll tell you that. All right, T-Rep at 32, Future 33, Gringo goes 35. $35 bid. And you know what? Just for fun and the comparison, we will look it up on Numista as well. Just to see what they say. Just to see what they say. Now, they have prices not as high. They just got lower prices for all of it. And I'll show it to be fair. I mean, I disagree with it. They say Edge, read it. And then they show 2 pictures of that. Okay. Interesting. And these were struck Philadelphia in 1954. Or sorry, 1354. They were minted in 1935. They're just saying it's worth 30, 40 bucks. It's worth more than that. You can go look on eBay right now. You're not going to find one for under 50 bucks. I don't think you will. But don't let me twist your arm. T-Rep's at 37. I opened it at 30 bucks. If that's all we got on it, I'll move on to the next one. You know, I'm not going to cry about it. T-Rep at 37. It's going to be slow to catch up with. So a lot of stuff seems low across the board, but then NGC seems like they're going way high across the board on it. So there's like, what do you do? What do you do? And I don't want to look up eBay listings on every coin we're doing here. That would take a little too long, right? I think it would take too long. I mean, I could look it up. We got T-Rep at $37. Hey, holders, how you doing? How we doing? Let me go I'm just going to do this now. How about we do it? Alright. T-Rep at 37. Average to 2? Nah, I don't even know if you do that. T-Rep at 37. Future was the 38 right before I put in the sold. Just then. And we'll do another countdown in just a second to give T-Rep a chance to come back. And this is line number 24 on our spreadsheet if you're following along. Alfred says, keep in mind that Numista is user input. Don't forget to showcase your Numista medal. We got this one. So hold on just a second, Alfred. I got to show you something too. This one went to Future Motive. Right there for 38. Thank you, Mr. Motive. Very nice. I'll put that with your Bahamas coin. Alfred, look what I got. Look what I got this morning as I was prepping. You want to see? You want to see something cool? Check this out. See that? See that, Alfred? I don't have my Numista medal handy. That is a Sunset Sarsaparilla Blue Star cap. Look at that. All right. If you know Fallout New Vegas, you know that's special. Okay, finally. I know, I won the lottery, I feel like, Alfred. Guess who won the lottery? All right. What coins do we want to get to next? Pure Fallout currency? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's definitely some good stuff. I mean, the Nuka-Cola is pretty good, too. You got that. Of course, you East Coasters like Kyle driving around probably prefer the Vim, don't you? You probably prefer the Vim. Okay. $2 for the bottle cap. I'm not selling my Blue Star bottle cap, I'll tell you that. I'll get you a regular one if you want it. Let me know. You'll trade me some for the cap? Yeah, exactly. I do need some 9mm ammo on Fallout 4. What ammo am I using on New Vegas though? It's not 9mm. I think it's I can't remember what ammo I use there. All right. Trying to keep up here. No more rants? Okay, no more rants, I guess. Well, I need another one now, Gringo. I need 2 of them. One's not enough. One just isn't enough. Let's just go to another cool one. Should I do the Turkish lira? That's right here. Another big coin. You guys seem to like the bigger coins. You stick that DLC 45. I just got a new gun that I don't have hardly any ammo for, so I don't use it that much, but it's cool. Let's do the Turkish lira. This is the next one on the list, number 27, the next open spot on the list. This is a 1960 Turkish lira. What are we opening this one up at? This one's going to open at 30 bucks. So I'll just type that in so you know we're bidding. I'll get you the information. This is about 0.4 ounces of silver. It's actually 0.4003 actual silver weight. $30.21 melt value. The information on it is right here. 83% pure silver, 15 grams. 1 year type coin. They say lower grades are worth the silver value. The higher grades are 40 to 50 to 60 bucks. And it celebrates the May 27 revolution. And this one's got some marks and scratches. It's really, there's the lira right there. And here is the reverse. You got things there. And anybody want it for silver melt value, basically. It's a 1 year only issue from Turkey. Big old coin. It's opening at 30 bucks. Anyone? Anyone? You've just seen a ghost. Okay. Nubs! Is that what we're talking about? T-Rup says 30 bucks. Take the big old turkey coin. And it's got some cool edge lettering on it too. But it's hard to show that on the under the scope without changing the zoom and messing with that a bunch. 30 bucks going to T-Rup. Any other interest? First president of Turkey. Is that who that is? Thanks, Gold Maple. Yeah, it actually says that here. You're right. Look at that. Right here. Head of Ataturk. Ataturk. Yeah. Very nice. Turkey has currency problems. Last month, I remember they always have had, ever since I've been alive, they've had money problems. I just remember, like, even back in the 1900s, on the Howard Stern radio, like back when Howard Stern was popular, they would say, "Who wants to be a Turkish millionaire?" They would play. Like, remember when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Regis was popular? They would do Who Wants to Be a Turkish Millionaire. And they would do questions of people, and they'd give them 1,000,000 Turkish lira, and it would be worth, like, I don't know, like 10 bucks or something like that. Oh, man. Fun stuff. What do we want to sell next? Should we just keep going down the list and just sell them all? Let's just go down the list and sell them all. How about the Munich Olympics silver? Anybody want 10 marks? This is going to be line number 29. This one's in BU condition, too. Real nice. 10 Deutschmarks, 1972 G, Munich Olympics. This one's going to open at $22. Open at $22. It's got $23.51 worth of silver in it. We're starting at about $1.50 under the silver price for some reason. Maybe I mistyped that in the spreadsheet, but I guess that's what we're doing. Now I just got to find... there's a whole bunch of German Olympics ones. I can't find which one it is on here. That coin? No. There's like so many different ones. They're all 10 mark coins. They're all 625 fine silver. They're all 0.3115 ounces of silver. And melt for $23.49. And we're starting this one at 22 bucks. And I can't find this one. I'm trying to look it up here. I'll get it eventually here. Nope, that's a different variety. That's a different one. I wish if I knew what sport they were playing there. Is that supposed to be basketball? Anyway, I guess we're not going to pull up the price guide information. Might be a shot put, and then there's another one with a stick there. Oh, I got full screen on already. I've been trying to show it. Yeah. We got $22 to nubs. I was gonna just show the mintages on these there. Over there. They got a cool eagle on them though. And I think Nubs is gonna get it. I think Nubs might get it. Nobody else seems to care. Nubs hunts treasure with 22. Stealing it from me. Well, if you didn't like that one, you're probably not gonna like the proof as much either. We got another one just like it. That's the next lot. Same design, but this one is a proof. It's an impaired proof, 72J. And by impaired proof, I just mean it's got toning and it's light circulation on it and stuff, so it's not a high-grade proof 69 or anything. Same design, open at 22 bucks. This one probably has a way lower mintage, but I thought we looked it up and I was able to find it during the preview, but now I can't find it at all. That's okay. I'm not looking that hard for it either, so. Usually the proofs are way lower mintage, so. But opening at 22 bucks. Anybody want this one? Nubs, you want the proof as well? No pressure. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't want it, you don't want it. Anyone? 22 bucks? Nobody? Nobody? It's a Prussian eagle? Okay. It's pretty cool. Nobody wants it at $1.50 under the silver price. Okay. Alrighty then. Pass. Give you 21. Alright. Since I'm already shipping you stuff anyway, I'll give it to you for 21. Alright. Cool. Thank you. Close enough. I'm not going to argue over a buck. What else do we want to sell? Any other requests? Or do we want to just keep going down the list to get them all sold? I'll just keep going down the list to get them all sold. Next one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is going to be line number 35 on the list. The 1863 Italian. Line number 35, and this one's going to open at 25. I'm opening this one about $5 over the silver price. So I must have looked it up, and it must be a good one. Or I looked it up and it was wrong. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a second. So there we go. Old Italy 2 lira. It says L2 right on the bottom there. Oh, it's all scratched up. Look at that. 1863 Italian 2 lira. Let's pull up the information on it just so we have it. There's the coin. There's the L2. 835 fine silver. $20.25 worth of silver melt value. 1863, it's a 1-year type coin. VFs, the catalog has them at 80 bucks. XFs at 400. Mint state at 1,000. Yeah, I looked it up and it's got real high catalog price. This ain't quite a VF, but we're starting it at 25 bucks. We're starting it at 25 bucks, and again, we think it's got a little over 20 in silver value. $20.25. Anybody want it? Is there a small 3 next to the big 3? No. Let's see what it is, though. No, it's just a mark or a hit, maybe, that you're seeing there. There's a 2, or an 11 for the name of the ruler, Vittorio Emanuele II, or the 11th, if you're from Minnesota. Right? And it's got a bunch of scratches on it. You know what? Let's just lower the opening bid to 20 bucks. I didn't realize it had that many scratches. Let's just go open at 20 on it. Just at the silver price. Just under, actually. Anybody want it for the silver price? Or actually under? How we doing, AZ? 1867 2 lira. Nobody? All right. Crazy. All right. We'll pass on it. Unfortunately for me, we'll pass on that. I guess I'll just go to the next one. Maybe you guys want this one. How about the 1937 Syria? We'll open this one, $1.50 under the silver price. Open at $15. Open at $15 for the 1937 Syria. $50 piastres. The Top de Syrie. Top de Syrie. We'll pull up the information on this so you have it. What's the content? I'm pulling it up right now for you. This coin is silver. It's 68% fine, 0.680. 10 grams weight. Actual silver weight's 0.2186, $16.49. And then here's the information on the 1937. They say VFs are 18, and then when you get to XF is where they take a price jump. This isn't an XF. It's probably a VF. It's probably VF. It's probably the VF. So Onabushu says 15 bucks. Tons of detail. Cool design. Under French mandate series under French colonial rule. Gotcha. Okay. $15 Onabushu. Any other interest? That's it. Sold. And that is yours. What did he pay for $6? Why is that not working there? I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Okay. That's that. And that one's that. Nice one. Exactly, Nubs. Exactly. What's next? You want to do the little Peru? Let's do the little Peru coin. I'm just going to keep going unless someone else starts telling me what they want to see. This one better sell for a premium, or I'll go to end the stream. I'm just going to end the stream. I'm going to blame all you guys and start yelling at you in a second here. This is a Peru 1831 half real. It's got $3.71 worth of silver. I'm opening it at $5. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's a nice one too. Let's go share the screen here for a second. There's the information on them right there. $3.70 melt value. 1831 in VG. They're $7 or $8. Fines and excess 25 to 50. This one has a lot of detail to it. I don't know if it needs XF. It's not an XF. It's probably VF. It's probably worth that 25 bucks. I mean, that's a lot of detail. It's definitely VF. It's definitely VF. It's probably worth 20 to 30 bucks in that condition at least. We got Doug at 5, Ron 6, Nubs 6, Nubs 7, T-Rep 7, Nubs Pryor 7. Ron goes to 8. Ron goes to 8 on that. Nubs goes to 10. For real? No, this one's only half real. It's a half real. It's not full real. It's only half real. It's got the Cuzco mint mark. Ron goes to 11. Thank you guys all for the bids. Nubs at 12. Nubs with the $12 bid now. Hold it. 2 nubs. Hunt's treasure for 12. That is a winner right there. You'll be happy with that one. For sure. What's next? We got a couple of Egypt coins here. Navarro is president. There's a lot of words there I can't pronounce in that sense, but thank you for the history on that for sure. Any other reals? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, there's some down here. There's some. What are those coins from Dominican Republic? And there's a Guatemala 1 real and a 2 real, and then a couple 25 centavos in El Salvador, a couple Mexican pieces. I want to sell these. I want to sell these Egyptian. Then we'll be done with the top part of that spreadsheet. This is going to be line number 41, and then after that's going to be 42. Line number 41 is the 1957 Egypt 25. Let me pull this up on the thing here. Hold on. I'm trying to think here. I just lost my window here. I got to refresh. Got to get that back up. 25 piastres. Let's bring this up. Microscope. That's what I'm trying to pull up. This is the bigger of the 2 coins. These are beautiful mint state. Look at that. Awesome coin. I'll pull this up again. This one's 4051 actual silver weight. 0.4 of an ounce of silver. $30.57. We're going to open it at 30 bucks. Just under the silver price. Let's show the other side there too. That says 25. This is definitely full mint state, big chunky silver. We'll show it under the main thing here too, just so you can see it. Maybe. If I can get it to focus a little bit. There we go. Anyway. The size of a silver dollar, darn near. So that's that coin. We'll pull it up and show you what the info is. Silver, 72% fine, like a lot of the Mexican coins, I guess. 0.4051 ounces. 246,000 minted. Cool. I bet you a lot of those got melted as well. We got $30 to T-Rep. $30 going to T-Rep. Gatita, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. $30 going to T-Rep. Any other interest in this one? It's under the silver price. Mint state. Beautiful piece. Sell to T-Rep. That belongs to T-Rep. Let's see if you want the other one. This one's going to be the 1964, and it's going to open at only $18. I said the silver price is about $17.50 on this one, but that's this. That is this one. So I'm hoping I started this one a little bit over because I think it's really cool. It's another mint state. It's got the dam, got the sun. Check that out. Or it's a canal, maybe. Maybe a dam and a canal. We'll look it up. Really nice. Very nice. Great success. This one again, 7.2 fine silver, 0.2315 on it this time, so 1746 they say. This is the subject of this coin is for the diversion of the Nile. Diversion of the Nile. Egypt. 25. And mintage on this was 250,000. 25 piastres. Egypt, 1964. 1384 in their numbers. Diversion of the Nile. And it is a beaut. It's a beaut. T-Rep says 18. Gringo said 19. T-Rep goes 20. Gringo likes this one. He knows the Nile isn't just a river in Egypt. Right, Gringo? That's what they say. The Nile's not just a river in Egypt. T-Rep at 20. T-Rep keeps the pair together. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. You guys happy with that? I'm happy with that. Cool beans. All right, next up, what do we got? Opening of the Nasser Dam on Lake Aswan in southern Egypt. Led to lots of flooding. Well, but it probably kept the flooding from a different part. I mean, that's what happens when you build a dam, right? You control flooding downstream, but behind it, that's not as much, right? Isn't that how that works? Until they build another dam further back, and then rinse and repeat. Almost at the limit. Got to go do some mowing. All right. Well, thanks for your bids. Anybody want to bid on anything else? We got our spreadsheet here. Let's just go see where we got. We got all of our day one items filled in now, except for the couple that passed, of course, but that's okay. I'll keep a few. All that's complete. Now we're on to the stuff I've already listed and put the information here. If you don't see a name here, these are still on the desk ready to be sold. Got a bunch of British stuff, a bunch of Canadian quarters, and some earlier 10 cents. We got South Africa, New Zealand, U.S., Philippines, France, Belgium, Austria, Switzerland. The Sweden are gone. Brazil, Dominican Republic, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Mexico. Doug wants to go to 106. What is 106? The Canadian 25 cents. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Canadian 25 cents. I'll just grab the whole pile of 25 centers right there. And we'll start with 106, which is probably the first one. 1910, right? Let's look at it. There it is. New Zealand's always popular. Well, he's not here yet. Oh, I was mentioning the gringo early on. I didn't finish telling the story. So I get a voicemail from Marmello, like, I don't even know what time of night. Late in the night last night, maybe early this morning, right? 2 voicemails from Marmello on my actual phone, him calling international. Basically asking me to not start my auction at 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern today, and to push it back a few hours, because that's way too early for him in New Zealand. And it was like a 2-minute long message, basically, him telling me that, and like telling me I should push my auction back a few hours because it's way too early. He's crazy. He's crazy. Should I play the message? Should I play it live for you guys? I don't know if that's nice to do, is it? Is that not nice? Maybe that's not nice. All right, so there it is, Canadian 25 cent. This one's gonna open at $13. It's got $13.09 worth of sterling silver in it. Let's go ahead and pull up the information on the 1910 for us all. Sterling silver, 925.1734 of an ounce pure silver, 1308, 1910, 1 year type coin, and it starts getting to be higher than silver price in VG, fine, VF, and then it gets to be really expensive in the higher grades. This one's a lower grade one, though. Is it worthy of a premium still? I think maybe a little bit. A little bit. I think it's a little bit better than just the silver price, but we're right at the silver price, 13 bucks. T-Rep in the lead. 2 hours later. Oh man, I kind of want to listen to the message again, but I don't know if that's going to be cool to do, is it? Anyway, fun stuff. Maybe we'll play that on the game channel later. Anybody have any other interest in this? Or again, when I'm showing it, you want me to show the other side again? Do you have questions? Just let me know. And it is what it is there. So Doug's in the lead? Sorry, you're right. Thank you for correcting me on that. Doug was the first bid at 13, then T-Rep bid 13. Doug is leading at 13. Thank you for correcting me on that. I'll put that in chat. Doug leading at 13. Sorry about that. And T-Rup says out. Okay. So T-Rup knew what was up. T-Rup goes 14. T-Rup was lying. It's okay. Doug goes 15. $15. He says, go Mo. Oh, man. And that's Doug's. Doug Harding for 13 bucks. I'm going to put it on there just so you guys don't fight over it. You'll get it for 13 anyway. How about that? I don't care, right? That's cool. Let's just go right to the next one and get these sold. This next one's a 1912 in really poor condition. Can barely even see the date. I can see the date when I tilted it just right or just wrong. It's a 1912. You can believe me. 1912. 1912. Let's open this up at 13 as well. Go ahead and pull up some info on that. Again, it's 925 sterling, 0.1734. It's the first year of the type. And again, they go up in value in the higher grades. As you know, this is not a higher grade. Anyone want it for 13? Trying to see if we can show it at a couple different angles so you can definitely see there's the 2 there. It's just really really weak. Really weak. I don't know, anybody want it for 12? Buck cheaper? Anyone? I just don't want to keep it. And I don't want to be tempted to slip it into another one of these world kilo bags for the future and then have to deal with it again, so. Anyone want it? Nobody? Gringo says 12. I got Gringo at 12. I think he was the first 12, and then I got Galen at 12. Gringo 12, and then Galen at 12. Beat up Kittle. Well, it feels like it, Nubs. It sure feels like it sometimes. I got Gringo at 12, and then Galen at 12. Do I got a 12.50? Anybody at 12.50? It'd still be a buck, or still be 60 cents under silver price. Green Go OG22 at $12. Last call. Morning, Galen, or after? I guess it's afternoon for everybody now. I just looked; it's 12:15. Afternoon, Galen. Probably for future and future viewers as well. Future viewers have to see it again. And what are we giving them to that? 12 bucks? All right. Sounds good. What about the next quarter in the piles? This one any nicer? It's got a lot more detail. 1929. Let's open this one at 11. This one has less silver content. Set it aside as a giveaway? All right, Gringo. Well, you know what? Here, let's just do this. If you want me to just give it away anyway, let's just put it as 0 there. And then we're going to give it away. And I'm just going to put, instead of your name there, pass. And we're just going to do it as a giveaway. We'll just do it as a giveaway. You don't have to pay for it. I'll just set that there. We'll do a giveaway in just a few minutes. But let's try to sell this one first. Thanks, Gringo. No problemo. You got it. There's that side, 1929. There's that side. Tons of details. Probably a VF at least. Maybe close to XF. It's got little hair of luster in it. Let's go to the price guide. Make sure we get the right information. There's that. This is where they become from sterling. They went to 800 fine silver, 80%, 0.15 ounces, $11.31. We got this open at 11. 1929's right there. And they start adding some value in the VF XF range, and then they get in the big bucks and higher grades. This probably is a VF. Probably should be worth a few bucks extra. What is... wait, what? reading here? Quite the stash on his lip. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. George V. Nobody wants it for $11. Probably worth quite a bit more than that. Galen says $11. I'll take it. Galen at $11. Thank you, Galen. This is line 108. Galen v. 11. I like it. I like it. Thank you. Alrighty then. You know what? We got 2 more quarters right here. Where are we at on the list? Let's just get them done. We're going to sell them both at once. Heck with it. I'm going to make line 110 only worth 0. And we're going to do line 109 at $20. So 2 quarters for $20. So we're going to open at $20. And here's what they are. You'll get the 1944. Okay. And you'll get 1949. They're beat up, but they're silver. There they are. They're not pretty at all. But they are about $22.50 worth of silver value. So you're getting about 10% under the silver price. About 10% under. They look similar. They're cousins. Oh, yeah. I did hear that before. Something like that. I thought they had a relation to that family. I didn't know exactly how, but... Anybody want the pair of quarters for $20? $20. Silver melt value for the pair is $22.64. $22.64. $2.64 under on these pair. Anyone? Anyone? Nobody wants silver? Everybody thinks silver's going to crash? Go back down to 40 or 30? I don't know where it's going. Galen says $20. He'll take the pair for $20. He'll take it. Yeah, they're definitely 80%. They're definitely 80%. They're 0.15 ounces each. So for the pair, we got 0.3 of a troy ounce for this pair. Galen at $20. Thanks, Galen. Nice one. Nice one, nice one. Should we just do a giveaway? Should we give away that one Gringo wants us to give away? You want a 1912 worn down sterling silver quarter? Well, if you want one, all you got to do is type the next word I type in the chat one time. One time per person is how you do it. You want to do the U.S. Philippines next? We can do U.S. Philippines coins next. Absolutely, T-Row. All you got to do is type the next word I type in the chat one time per person. Spelling counts. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it, okay? No retracting, no emojis, no whatever. Capital versus small letters, I don't care about that. Well, good luck, everybody. Just type the next thing I type in. We got the die ready, Nubs. We got the 20-sided die in hand. We got 2 people in the giveaway. Just tear up and Nubs. Is that it? Nobody else? Everybody else fall asleep? Oh, here's a couple more. There's Ron and Gold Maple and Roger and Kyle and there's Mike. How you doing, Mike? David, Aries. Okay, we got a few people still here. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. 10. Hey, Vern. My main man, Vern. Vern. I saw your comments on the comment video, just an emoji there. I don't know if it'll work or not. I recommend you go back and add an actual comment with like a word or some kind of text. I don't know if the comment picker I use on those videos will pick up comments with just emojis. Okay? Just looking out for you. I don't know. I don't know if it works. I think some comment pickers might skip over that. That's just a hunch. Just a hunch. Or even edit your comment, or whatever if you don't want to leave. I'm just saying, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't know if the comment picker will pick that up. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in. And we're going to go stop. We got 11 people in. I got my 20-sided die here. If I roll more than 11, we'll check again. What is that? That was on 10. Number 10 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's Vern. That's my main man, Vern. Congrats, Vern. All right. That is going to be for the Canadian thing there. What is that thing? A quarter? 1919 Canada. No. What am I doing here? That's the one I wrote pass on. Now I'm going to write Vern. I'm going to put your damn name because I don't know how to type all that in. Vern gets that. Sweet. You bought it. Actually, you didn't buy it. You just get it. You didn't buy it. You just get it. Thanks, Vern. Congrats. Thanks, Gringo. Cool. Cool. Hey, Muscle Shell, how you doing? And then we want to sell some U.S. Philippines, I was told. Let's take a look at some U.S. Philippines coin. How about that right there? Start with the 50 centavos. This one here is on our spreadsheet. We are now on line number 136. This is a 1945 San Francisco, U.S. Philippines 50 centavos, 0.2411 actual silver weight, $18.20 melt value. We're opening it at $18. Opening it at $18. But there we go. United States of America. San Francisco Mint. 1945. And it says Filipinas right there. 50 centavos. You got Lady Liberty on there. Beautiful coin. T-Rep says 18. Anyone serving the Philippines? Yeah, lots of people did, Muscle Shell. The whole army was there. A lot of Navy people, too. It's a big thing. MacArthur said he'd return, and he did. He served there, too. Lots of people served there. All right. 75% pure silver. I know what you meant, Muscle Shell. I'm just messing with you. You meant anyone in chat. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Here's the information on these if you haven't seen these before. These are done by the U.S. Mint because the Philippines were part of the United States of America at the time. So why wouldn't the U.S. Mint do it? There's the information. Silver, 75%. These are in the red book as well. 45S. They made millions and millions. They're worth the silver value about right now. T-Rep at 18. It was actually a U.S. territory. Well, I guess they call it a Commonwealth from, what, 33 to 45, I guess. The Japanese thought it was theirs for a few years. We corrected them on that. We kind of corrected them back in WW11. Remember that? Kind of fixed the Japanese thinking on that matter. T-Rep at 18. Vern, 5 memberships. There you go. Mike got one. T-Rep got one. Nice. Very generous, Vern. You didn't have to do it. But you did. T-Rep is cleaning up. That's yours, thank you. How about some 20 centavos? I got 4 of them here. You know what we do? This is going to be a little messy. This is going to be a little bit messy. Let me look at them here. Let me look at them here. I don't want to do 4 separate auctions, do I? So let me just take one of the 44s and one of the 45s and one of the 4. We'll sell them in pairs, okay? This will be the first pair. Oh, this is going to get messy. Why am I doing this? You're going to get a 44D and a 45D. This one's got a toning spot. They're nice. They're like AU condition, though. This one might be mint state right there. That one's got actually some nice toning to it. That one actually got nice toning. So you get the 44 and the 45. The melt value is $7.28 each on these. And we're going to be opening them for I'm going to do 14, 14, and then the other two will be 0 and 0. So $14 for the pair. You want to do the whole lot together? Nah, just in case there's two people that want them. We'll do two separate, but open 14. This is the first pair. This is the first pair right there. 44 and a 45. 20 centavos. T-Rep will bid 14. The pair together, just in silver value, has $14.50 worth of silver in them. So you're getting them for about 50 cents under the silver value for the pair. That's a really nice 1945. I like that one. And then that one's got the... This is the one with the spot on it, right? Yeah. Unfortunately. Still nice. 44 to 45. T-Rep at 14. Alright. So let me figure out how to do that. That goes T-Rep for that one, then. And that one. So you got 14. And then 0 on that one. Okay. I'll put that on the one you just won, just so I know which one it is. And then we'll go sell this one as a... Whoops, I just screwed something up there, didn't I? No, did I? Oh, no, what did I do? Oh, no, never mind. I got so many windows open. I got like 9 different windows open. Here's the next pair, another 44D. That one's kind of dirtier and uglier. Another really nice 45D with some like actually toning and a little bit of color in there. That's a real nice coin. That's a nice one. And we'll go ahead and open this one at 14 again. T-Rep's already at 14. How many pesos per dollar today? 0. I don't know. Can you still convert this into US dollars? I have no idea. You wouldn't anyway because this is $14 worth of silver. But yeah, I don't know what the exchange rate between pesos. I mean, you can ask Google on that one. I have no idea. No idea on that. I know way back in the day, wasn't it 2 pesos equal the dollar when they were one of our territories, like back 100 years ago? But T-Rep's at $14. Hey, Southern Coin, how you doing? Ron is second at 14. T-Rep's got a prior 14. T-Rep just bid before the open, I guess, there. We're not going to cry too much about that. So I got T-Rep at 14. Ron went to go to 15 if you want the pair. T-Rep at $14. T-Rep at 14. You end up getting them all anyway. There you go. You got it. You bought it. You bought it. Thanks, T-Rep. And there's 2 more little guys. Let's just sell these as a pair. Are they both the same date? Probably. Lines 141 and 142. Couple nice 44Ds. 10 centavos. Yeah, T-Rep, please. I mean, I could have made them retype it in if I wanted to, but those are some nice 10 centavos. These are going to open at $6 for the pair. These are 0.0482 ounces pure each. So it ends up being about $7.28 melt value for the pair. And we're open at $6. Even a bit of $7 is still under the silver price if you're interested. A pair of 44 Denvers. Anybody else? I should have opened it at 7 then, huh? Should have said open at 7. Cost myself $1. How's it going? Losing money left and right, Dutch, but everybody else is happy. How you doing? All right, $6 on the $7.28 worth of U.S. silver from the Philippines. Well, it's from Denver. It's actually from the Denver Mint. All right, should I just sell the rest of everything else left on the desk to T-Rep? Anybody else want anything? T-Rep's just going. T-Rep said he's had to go mow too, and he said he was at his limit. You're making him buy this stuff, you guys. You see what you're doing to T-Rep? See what you're doing? Can you not? Now you can mow? All right. Nothing else you wanted. Good. Thanks, T-Rep. I didn't want you getting yourself in trouble there. Any other interest in any of the other coins? Do you want me to jump to any of these in particular? What are you looking for next, everybody? We got, again, if you're tuning in, this is our auction list. You can follow along. We got a bunch of British coins left. British India as well. A couple Canadian 10 centers. We got South African and New Zealand coins available. Got some French, Belgium, Austria, Switzerland available. And then we got some Brazil, Dominican Republic, Guatemala, El Salvador, and a couple Mexico. Bird on the right was asked for earlier. I don't know what bird on the right means. It was asked for earlier. Bird on the right. You mean the little New Zealand? Is that what you want to sell? You want to go right to the New Zealand? I missed if somebody was asking about that, but... Want the burb? This is the New Zealand 3 pence, 1939. This is line number 135 on our spreadsheet. It's got $1.71 worth of silver in it. We're going to open it at $2. We're going to open it at $2 because I'm not going to sell it for $1. I'd rather keep it. So we'll open it at $2. These are 50% silver and 1.41 grams, so $1.71 worth of silver, and they sell for more than that. I mean, they're worth more than that. But there it is. It's got a cool bird. Cool king on it. The guy named Bird is bidding 2, and then he bids 3. Oh, Vern bid 2, then Aries bid 2, then Aries bid 3. Gotcha. Got a $3 bid now. Looking for 4. $3 bid. That all? Anybody else? Oh, started doing a countdown, but Kyle bid 4. I'll start the countdown again in just a second. Kyle's at 4. You know what? I did this wrong. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Strike that, cancel it. I don't know what I was thinking. I just showed you all the information, and we called this a 3 pence. This is definitely a 6 pence. This is definitely a 6 pence. So let me correct this. We'll start it all over. I don't want you bidding on anything wrong. I'm going to start this one over. 6 pence. I needed Marmello here to correct me. He's from New Zealand. This is also 500 fine silver, but it's going to have twice the silver count. 0.0455. 343. And we'll open it at $3 instead. You know, and then say reopen at 3. We're going to reopen it at 3. Just because I want to give you the right information. So this is the 6 pence that has the bird on it. The Huia bird sitting on a branch. 1939, and they have VFs at 11, XFs at 14. I knew these were worth more than the price guide was just showing. These are definitely worth more than what we were just looking at. 700,000 is the mintage on these, and they have some value to them. Kyle is at $3 on it. It's probably worth $10-15 is my guess, but you decide what you want to bid. Sorry about that mistake. It's right now going for, 43 cents under the silver price at $3. So there we go. 1939 New Zealand. Kyle's leading at $3. Onabushu goes to 4. Got a $4 bid for Onibushu. Onibushu at $4. Got a $4 bid now. Last call. All in. Meat pies. What the heck is that? That sounds like a hot pocket. New fans for meat pies. Hot pockets, huh? Probably better than Hot Pocket. Hot Pockets used to be okay. Or was I just a kid and didn't know any better? Did Hot Pockets used to be good, like back in the 1900s, Gringo? Because they're like complete garbage nowadays. Like, I think they've changed them. Right? They had to have changed them. Okay, Onibushu gets that one. For $4. Nice. Yeah, $4, you know. You're okay on that one. You'd like to look at the Brazil and Mexico? Let's do it right now. Next up is Brazil. This is going to be line number 160. Line number 160 on our list. Tons of detail on that right there. Look at that date. 1936. 5,000 race. Brazil. Santos. We're going to open this at $14. It's got $14.56 worth of silver at today's price. $14.56 of silver, and we'll look it up and get you the info, the details on it. If I can type. If I can do this. It's 60% fine silver, 10 grams, 0.1929 ounces, $14.55. And it's got a wing above the denomination. And this guy is Alberto Santos Dumont, and he's an aviation pioneer. And it's from ours is from 1936. And there's the mintage there, a little over almost 2 million. And they just say they're worth the silver price. And Galen's at $14. So there you go. It's for an aviation pioneer from Brazil. So what did he do? Don't know. But there's the wing. Pretty cool wing. Galen at $14. They used to have in the Chicagoland area, they used to have pizza puffs. It was a company that made burritos. Il Taco is the name of the company. ILTACO stands for Illinois Taco. Il Taco Foods. They sell like burritos at gas stations and stuff, and they decided, hey, we got these tortilla shells, right? Let's fill one with cheese and sausage and pepperoni and some tomato sauce, and they made a pizza puff out of it. So it's basically just pizza ingredients inside of a tortilla, and then you deep fry them, and they get super crispy, and inside turns to hot lava and burns the hell out of your mouth. Pretty good. I mean, I used to like them when I was a kid. Galen at 14. Kyle's at the hotel, the motel, the Holiday Inn. No, we're not going to sing that song. Galen at 14 is the wiener on that one. Congrats, Galen. That is a good one. At 14. Thank you. And then he said he wanted to see the Brazil and then the remaining Mexican coins. So let's take a look at those. I'm just going to sell these as one lot because I feel like it. So here on the spreadsheet, we got a 10 centavo, a 20, and a 20. The total silver value on the 3 is $15.17. I'm going to start it at 14 for the 3. And it's going to be open at 14, and I'll show you the coins in just a second. Open at 14 for the 3. And here are the 3 coins. The Mexican 10 centavo 1919. It's pretty beat up. It's pretty beat up. Okay? And then I think it's 800 fine silver. This 20 centavos from 1934, pretty beat up. Someone took like a knife to it. Look at that. And that one's 720 fine. Okay. And then we got a 1928 20 centavos. Okay. And just for fun, I'll look one of these up. I can look up a couple of them just to give you the info while you're thinking about bidding. Don't need to be in super hurry, do we? No. We like learning. So here's the 1919 10 centavos, 80% silver. And it was a 1-year type. And VFs and XFs, they're worth, 3-4 times the silver price. This one is not that great. This one is... I'm not even showing it to you, am I? Here we go. 80% silver, $3.50, and 1-year type, and the catalog value is way higher than silver, but this is a low grade, low condition one. And if we go back and look at, let's just look at one of the 20 centavos, so you have that information. Here it is, 72% silver. It says right above the eagle there. $5.82 a piece in silver price, and we had a 1928 and I believe a 1934. Both are relatively common dates there, and they're low enough grade to where it shouldn't matter a ton. Galen at $14 though. 4 to the 3 coins. And those 3 are going to Galen. But 14 for the one, and then 0 for the next, and then a 0 for the next. That's easiest for me to do it that way. What next? You know what we're going to do? Let's just go right to the ones right above that and get these 2 El Salvadors out of the way, right? Kind of want to sell... I'm going to sell these as a pair. I'm going to sell these as a pair, too. Here's the deal. They're both the same date, same information. One is in BU, like really high grade. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it, right? Look at it. One's in BU high grade. It's probably like an MS64 or 65. And then one's in low grade. So you get one of each, right? How about that? You'll get one of each. And I got these priced at 5 each, so we're just going to change one of them to $10, change the other to 0. And we're going to open at $10 for the 1953 El Salvador, 25 centavos. I'll pull up the info on it so you know what we're getting. That's this little coin right here, 90% silver, value $5.46 each. So it's almost $11 in silver for the pair. We're opening at 10, and there's the information. Really, they're not showing much difference between the silver price when you get in the mint state. That's for MS60. I think this other one's probably worth more than that. It's real nice. It's real nice. And you can just see the difference right there. Aries goes to $11 for the pair. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. 1953. I mean, it's got tons of mint luster. Do that so you know you're getting 2 of them. Aries at $11. You like the El Salvador? That's Romero. Okay. Murdered in Civil War. That's not good. I think you might be wrong on that. Let's look at this here, though. We're here to learn. It says here on NGC, one of you guys might be wrong. This is head of Jose Matias Delgado. Matias Delgado? I can't read. Anyway. Arieson's in the lead at $11. And that's you. That's Aries Bird. $11. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Those two are for you. What do we want to sell next? Should I just keep grabbing coins and selling them? Is that what we're going to be doing here? How about, let's sell the next two on the list right here. The next two going up on the list. These are going to be the Guatemala. Let's start out with the 1897 1 real. It's got like a little jewelry loop on it. Really dark. Right there, you see it soldered in on the top. It's kind of well done, too. 1897, just dark, really dark color to it. You can see that there. Get it in the light a little more. But it's got lots of good detail to it. It's probably on somebody's bracelet or something at one point. But lots of detail. 1897, 1 real from Guatemala. And what are we doing with this? It's we're opening it at $6 is what we're gonna do. Father of Independence. You're lurking and working? Nice. I'm gonna open this at $6. I'll pull up some information on it for y'all as well. In just a moment, if I can find something. Silver, 835 fine, 0.0872 ounces, $6.58 melt value, 701,000 minted, and it's probably just we're at silver price in the condition it's in. I don't know what, I think these can, if I've really had an MS60 here, it's worth way more than 40 cents over the melt value, so I don't think those catalog values can go pound sand. That's what they can do. $6 to Galen. Any other interest? And that's $6 to Galen. And then how about next up, we'll go right to the 2 reals from 1898. And this one's going to open at 12. 2 reals, 1898. We'll show the coin, actually. It's got a lot of detail. That's cool looking, isn't it? Look at that. Wow, look at the burb on there and the guns and 1898. Oh, yeah. That's high VF, maybe low XF quality right there. And it's got mint luster in it. It's probably XF. It's probably an XF coin. Really nice. Really nice. Guatemala 2 real opening at 12. We got Gringo at 12. Galen goes to 15. Never seen it before? It's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Let's show the information on it. Go here. That's the coin in mint state right there. 835 fine silver, 0.1664 of an ounce, 1250 in silver. Worth the 1898. They say VFs are 53, XFs are 55. I don't know if these are real numbers. I think just for fun, let's take a look at Numista and see what they have in comparison. 1898. They're saying 32 bucks in XF. Okay. They say 30. NGC says 50. It's worth more than the melt value. I know that. I just don't know how much more. But you tell me. We're at 15 bucks. You tell me. We're at 15. There she is. Got a lot of detail. A little bit of toning spots on this side. A little bit. Nothing too offensive. And then this side, it's got a lot of detail too. Galen goes to 18. Yeah, a lot of times that when I usually get these in basically junk silver lots, all this is worn down and you can't read any of the letters on the scroll there. But these, every letter is perfectly sharp. You know, it's like you can read everything and you see all the bits and pieces in the leaves. I mean, this might even be up closer to AU. But I would say XF. But that, I mean, there's just tons of detail. I'm like looking, there's really not much wear. Really nice. $18, Galen in the lead. Ringo jumps it to 20. All right. September 1821 is Independence Day. All right. And Galen says out. Now remember, Gringo, you better be on your toes still, because I'm going to do a countdown. Galen says he's out. Others could still jump in, or even Galen could jump back in. When you say out in chat here, it's not legally binding. Could be a bidding strategy. We don't know. So be on your toes. Keep your eye out. And congrats to Gringo. Did that hold up? It did. You want it? Well, you bought it. You bought it. Thank you, Gringo. And then that was Guatemala. Let's go through the Dominican Republic coins next. That's that little stack right there. We'll sell these individually, though. Right? At least the first one. 1897. This one's been cleaned and it's kind of worn down. It's worn down and been cleaned. It's a little too bright for a natural look, but it's an 1897, 20 centavos. There's the information there. 1897, 20 centavos. It's got about $4.25 worth of silver in it. We're going to open it at $4. It's worth more than that. Well, I don't know. It's in pretty rough shape, too, though, so you tell me. You tell me. 35% fine silver. $4.24 melted. They say VFs, XFs are a lot more. We're not really there, so let's just go back and look at the coin. Opening at $4 for the 1897, 20 centavos. Just under the silver price. Opening at $4. Like the little bird? Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. $4, anybody? Galen says $3.50. All right, I'll take $3.50. I'll take $3.50. What the heck? Galen says it's worth about $3.50. Galen at $3.50. It's exactly what the Loch Ness Monster wants. He wants about $3.50, doesn't he? All right. $3.50. Yours. What's the next one we got here? We got a 1956. We got a 1947. These are actually... I kind of want to put these in a lot, but I know these usually go for a good premium, too. They're supposed to. I think I'm just going to put them in a lot, in a 37. Let's just put these in a group. Dang it, I don't want to do that. They're worth too much. Alright, let's just put them in a lot. It's gonna be open at $40 for the 3. Open at 40 for the 3. Altogether, they're $13.64 each in silver melt value. That ends up being $40.93. So altogether, you'd be getting them for almost $1 under the silver price. And we'll show them in just a moment. Let's pull one of these up, though, so you see what we're dealing with. I'll pull up the information on the 1937. They're 90% silver. Pretty sure they're made by the U.S. Mint as well. 1808 of an ounce, so it's on a quarter planchet. It's a U.S. quarter planchet size and weight. And here's the 1937 information. 560,000 mintage. Again, these are pretty low mintage. What was the other years? 1947. 400,000 minted. These numbers are wrong. I don't understand these numbers. It's not worth hundreds of dollars. They do go for a premium though. Because pretty much any old silver made by the U.S. Mint, there it is. It's got P. They're Philadelphia Mint. Yeah, 1947, and the other one was, I think, a 1956. Yeah, 400,000 minted, and they're saying 110 to 132. But then they say at MS63, $16. These numbers are wrong. Let's look at New Mist and see how wrong they are. Right? They say a couple of the other dates were done by Bern in Switzerland and the Canadian Mint in Ottawa. So they're saying the 37 was actually Canadian Mint, the 47 was Philadelphia Mint, and the 56 doesn't say. But they're saying, I don't know, 15 bucks a coin or something, 20 bucks a coin. That sounds more realistic. Anyway, you get all three of them. Galen's in the lead at 42.50, but let's take another look-see at these so you can see what they are. 6 1/4 gramos on them. Pretty good detail on that one, the 1937. This one's going to have less detail. It's a little more worn, the 1947. Yeah, a little bit more worn. You lose some of the lettering. And the 1956. A little better detail. And there's the other side there. Get all three of them for one bid, and Galen is in the lead at 42.50. Thanks, Silver Mountain, for the bid as well. Galen and Galen. And Galen wins those. And it was 42.50, 0 and 0. Thank you, sir. All right. We're running out of coins here. Actually, we got a lot of coins left. Look at this. We got all these left. Bunch of British. All this is British and British India. Couple more Canadians. Austria, South Africa. Someone said South Africa. Didn't they want to see the South African coins? That 50 cent would have been bugging you? Should we sell all three of these together as one group? I mean, am I putting too many groups together? Some people get really upset when I do that. Like, I get emails about it even. But do I care that much? I don't think so. All right, here's what we got here. We're right here on the list. Lines number 131 through 133. It's going to be a shilling, a 3 pence, and a 3 pence. The total silver value for the three is $16.47. We're going to open the group of three at $15. All right? That's what I've decided. Open at $15 for all three South African coins that we're showing right now. A really nice, looks like almost a mint state 3 pence from 1948 with some toning. You got a worn down 3 pence 1943, and you got a really nice 43 shilling. That's at least AU. Got some toning in the lettering. Look at that. That's definitely an AU. Some wear on the cheek. 15 bucks for the three coins that melt for, I think I said 16 something, didn't I? What did I say it was? $16.47 is the silver value. Gringo says 15. $15 bid there. Need 16. Anyone at 16? I'll take a 15.50. Anybody at any other interest? Three coins for $1.50 under silver, or whatever it is. $1.47 under the silver price. Anyone? Green goes at 15. Anyone want to outbid them? You can. You're welcome to. Love South African coins. Not those ones that much, apparently. All right, green. Go OG22. Now, there's some cool ones from South Africa for sure. There's some cool ones. Those ones are fairly common ones, though, but the two of them were in real nice shape. Real good condition. Put those there and then that there. All right. Not like you need more coins. Yeah, I know. You and me both. That's why I'm selling them. That's why I'm selling. Let's sell these two Austrian ones. How about that? This is going to be line number 149 and 150. And together they're $19.70 worth of silver. I'm going to change the one to 19 and the one to 0. Open at $19 for the pair that we show right here. You get a 1968 5 shilling. Really nice condition. Probably mint state. Do I see where? Nah, maybe you call it high AU. I don't know. It's got full luster. It's a nice coin. The 1958 shilling does have a little bit of wear to it, but still pretty high grade. 1958. Republic of Austria. A 58.10 shilling and a 68.5 shilling. Opening at $19, which is just under the silver value. Just under the silver value. Anybody who have questions on those or any interest, we will look these up as well. Just to show you what we're dealing with. This one here is the 5 shilling, the one that was on top there. 64% silver, 0.107 ounces. A little bit over $8 is what it's worth in silver value. That's the 1968, last year of the type. Don't look at all these high catalog prices. I don't think those are accurate. I don't think they are. Okay? I don't think they are. And then we'll look up the 1958, just so you guys know what that one was as well. 1958, 10 shilling. Didn't have the information on that one. Let's go right here. 64% silver again. 7.5 grams. We got a 1958, and they say it's $11.63 worth of silver, like we have. We have $11.62 is what our math calculated. Close enough. $19 opening bid we need, and Ron is at 19 for the pair. Well, NGC Pricing always got their information from the Kraus World coin books, the big catalogs. And then when silver went way up, it looks like they tied in another source to try to put prices based on the spot price in there, but it's all messed up. And then they still have the old price at higher grades. They still got the Kraus guide prices that are sometimes way lower than like the VF and VG prices now. And so it looks like they're mixing multiple sources together for the pricing, and it really is messy. It's really messy. Ron at $19 for the pair of Austrian coins. Now they're yours. Thank you, sir. I like it. I like it a lot. What next? What next do we want to try selling? Or do I just keep the rest and call it a day? If nobody else wants anything, maybe we do that. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what's really cool about this now that I'm looking at my spreadsheet and I filled it in, I just kind of noticed this again. What we do, the reason I kind of do this is just to see it for all my own purposes too, is we put in the actual silver weight of all the coins and then that totals it up. So I know in that 1,000 grams of coins that we bought, it was actually just about 25 ounces of pure silver. Okay. Instead of being 32, there was 32 ounces of coins, because there's 32 ounces in a kilo, right? Is that how that works? Like 32.1 ounces in a kilo, or is that the math? Something like that, whatever it is. 25 ounces of actual silver. And if you look back at the previous auctions we've done, it's always right around 25 ounces. So a big mix of world coins, you know, instead of, it's usually like about 70% pure on average, 75%, somewhere on there. Yeah, I just think it's neat that it always ends up being around 20. I think we've had some that are like 23 or 24. Maybe one was up higher, a little 26. If you have some more high purity stuff, but it's always right around 25 ounces. You want to see the Great Britain half crown? Perfect, Galen. Perfect. That's going to be here on this list here. The first line on day 2, line number 89. Let's just open it at 32 because that's what I put there, and then we'll take a look at it. If I can find it. Yeah, we'll sell the other half crowns too right after it. Probably. Got it upside down. Still got it upside down. Whoops. There's that date, 1919 half crown. Has somewhere to it, of course. There's the coin. George the Fifth. Pull the information up for you. This is sterling silver. There it is. Wow, that's what a mint state one looks like. 0.4205 ounces, 3171 is the melt value. And the 1919 here. Again, I don't know about how accurate their prices are, but we're not dealing with a coin that's in AU or anything anyway, so we don't need to worry about those prices. It's worth, I'd say, a small premium over the silver price. Galen's at $32 bid for the 1919 half crown right there. Any other interest? Isn't there another Kiwi coin? There is a New Zealand half crown. There is a New Zealand half crown left. Thanks, Galen. That one is yours. Let's look at these other two half crowns real quick. How about that? Let's do these two. Let's do these two as a lot now that I just dropped them there. 1933 and a 1937. Both of them have really good detail. This one's an XF. The 37 is an XF. The 38 is probably, or sorry, the 33 is probably an AU. It's a little nicer. Maybe it's XF. Yeah, now that I look at this side, it's probably a more half crown. It just looked a little nice. I think this one's been cleaned, actually. The 33 has been lightly cleaned. That's why it looks nicer. The 37 is more natural. So the 37 is probably technically better. Anyway, a 37 and a 33 British half crown going to one lucky winner in just a moment. Let's open it up at 34 for the pair. Open at 34 for the pair. It's got a hair more than that in silver value. And we'll pull up the information for you here. It's 33 and 37. Here we go. Here's the information. 500 fine silver, 0.2273 ounces, 1714 is the melt value. And here's the 1933. They go up a little bit when you get into the XF AU range, and I think we're like right there where it starts going up above the silver value. We're like right there. And then if I go back to 1937 and look that one up, same silver content and all that. And again, it starts jumping up at XF low AU, and that's kind of where we're at. So I think we're right on. I think it's still got some value there at an opening bid of 34, which is about 50 cents under the silver value. Any interest on the pair? None? Nobody wants them? No? No, I have no Rhodesian coins. No, none of those. Just what we got here. Pass on those two. I'll keep those over there. Those were a pass. Bummer. What do we want to do next? Any other questions or want to jump to anything? Or do you want me to just keep grabbing coins and trying to sell them? I mean, I could pick. We got some Switzerland left. We got all the French coins left. Some Canadian 10 cent and some more British India. And then the New Zealand half crown, too. The New Zealand half crown, that better go for a premium. If I sell that one. I'd rather keep it, then. Those are tough to get. What do we want to go to? Any questions? Any requests, I should say? I'm here for you guys. Unless you're going to know you're going to be here the whole time and you're going to be ready to bid on all of them anyway, and you don't care what I go to next. But if you care, let me know. Hong Kong. We had a Hong Kong and we sold it yesterday. Anyway, Galen's off. All right, thanks for hanging out, Galen. Thanks for your bids, and we'll be in touch later. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sell the Switzerland coins. How about that? We'll sell the Swiss coins. We'll try to. We'll try to. Microscope. We got 4 Swiss coins. I'm gonna put them in one lot because nobody seems to have any interest in them anyway. So I'm gonna go right here. These are gonna be the 1942 francs, the 46 2 francs, the 63 2 francs, and the 63 half franc. You got a total of $65.86 of silver, and we'll see who's paying attention. We'll do $60 for all 4. Almost $6 under the silver price. $6 for all 4. How about that? How about that? $6 for all 4 of them. Sorry, $60 for all 4. It's about $6 under. And just to show you the coins, let me just click that in here. Open at 60. You want to do the French and the British India? We'll do those next, yeah. So these are $20.25 each for the 2 francs. We have a 1940, and we will show the coins. There you go, 1940, 2 million minted. 46, about 1.6 million, a little bit better. And the other one, 63, is going to be a high mintage, 8 million. There's the half franc right there. These are all 835 fine silver. Gringo says $60. There's the 63. Put a color to it. 46, getting older. Same design. They've been using the same design since, well, I got the page up right here, 1874 on these. They got a good design, and they said they'd stick with it. $60. Anybody want to bid 61? You'd still be $5 under silver for the 4 coins. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't let Gringo get them all. $60 going to Gringo, unless someone else bids. Awesome. Awesome for Gringo. Thank you, Gringo. You bought it. You bought it. We said British India. There's 2 of those right there. And these are going to be on the lines. Where are they? 102 and 103. We're going to do $10 for the pair as the opening bid. $10 for the pair. And we got about $10.50, $10.60 worth of silver in these. We got ourselves a really detailed quarter rupee. 1942. And then this one's got a little PVC on it. That's that green stuff. It's not just toning. That'll come off with acetone and make it look pretty nice. I probably should have done it before, but I just saw this, so. 1943 half rupee. I got a little bit of PVC on the obverse, too. But it's full-on AU coin. Beautiful coin, actually. It's up there. And let's look up the half rupee just to kind of see what it tells us on the line about it. So we're open at $10 on the pair. $10 on the pair. Let's see. These are 500 fine silver, $7.08 melt value. And this one is the 43B. They say VFs are worth 9, XFs worth 12. We're probably into the AUs on this one. But nobody wants them anyway. Again, are we done? I think we're going to be done with the auction. Again, I don't want to just keep sitting here and offering things for $1 or $2 under silver and nobody wants them. So I'm not trying to force you guys to bid. If you don't want them, you don't want them. That's fine. But if there is something still here that you do want to bid on, let me know. Because otherwise we're going to keep passing on this stuff. Alright. Thank you. Kyle, did you say you want me to put this New Zealand half crown up? Probably should. I don't know if Kyle's still here, or if he was even interested in it, but let's just try. Let's just try. This one has some value to it. I might bid against you if you guys don't bid. I can do that. It's my auction. All right, 1943, New Zealand half crown. This one's on our spreadsheet at line number 134, and I got it opening at $17. That's way too low. I should probably just change that right now. That's too low. Anyway, let me pull it up. It's 500 fine silver, but these are rare. They're tough to find. That's one of the reasons we do this, Aries. We kind of look things up, and I don't know what half this stuff is when I first see it. So that's why we look it up, and that's why I'm going to go right here and show you New Zealand half crown. It's 500% silver. It's got a real cool design. I'll show it under the scope some more in a second. Melts for $17.15 at current prices. Crown shield with ornamental design. These are pretty low mintage too. What year do we got? 1943. And that's like the high mintage year at 1.1 million. Pretty low mintage. Pretty low mintage. But a lot of the other dates are way lower, just a couple 100,000. You don't see these very often. That's what I'm trying to say. They're cool. They're cool. And check out the detail on this. Just really fun piece. Gringo goes 17, Kyle 18, Silver Mountain 19, Gringo goes 20. That's why we do this. I mean, I could just assume everybody knows and just not even show the price guides and just say, hey, we're starting this at this. You want it, you don't. And I would sell less coins because I like to show you what it is and can try to convince you that it's a good deal. I shouldn't have to convince you when I'm selling things for $5 under the silver price, but I know a lot of people aren't comfortable buying silver at 75 bucks an ounce either. But yeah, look at that. They got some detail there, huh? Look at that. Does the monarch only have a crown on the first? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean like on the thing? I don't know how that works. Like if they're wearing a crown, I don't know. I don't know what they do there. Might be. I don't really do enough British stuff. And Kyle goes to 21 though. Kyle goes to 21. Kyle Preston at $21 bid now. Got a $21 bid now. Anyone at 22 need a $22 bid now? Kyle got a $21 bid. We got a $21 bid. Need 22. Got 21. Need 22. Need a $22 bid now. Gotta love the hanging goat in the middle there. Yeah, they got some fun stuff there, don't they? It could be a ram. Is that the same thing? Kind of more got like ram horns, doesn't it? But I'm sure if Mello was here, he would tell us all about it. And he would probably be bidding like $38.42 or something ridiculous. Alright, Kyle's in the lead at 21. Yeah, the owls on the side, like in the ornamental, like around the shield. Yeah. It reminds me of like the totem poles like in the Northwest. No, I said 21. I tried to do sold and I was trying to type 21 in the other window. But sold at 21. I'm not trying to outbid you. Hello, I'm new here. Well, how you doing, Bob? Welcome. Thanks for finding the channel. And if you have questions, let us know. Alright, we got this much British stuff left. Does anybody just want some junk silver? Some fun British junk silver? You want me to just do all this in one lot? How much is that all in one lot? Like, how much silver value is that? 89 bucks worth of... No, it's $89.20 worth of silver? You just want some silver? Because I don't think anybody wants to go through those one at a time, do we? I don't really want to go through them one at a time. Just a bunch of half crowns. No, these aren't even half crowns. These are all florins. Various florins. There's a shilling. A couple sixpences. Maybe we'll do that. French coins, though. Somebody did say French coins. But before we do the French coin, I got this one little lonely Belgian coin. Let's do this one first. One lonely little Belgian, then we'll do the French coins, and maybe we'll just blow out all those British coins all at once for fun. This is line number 148. It's the 1949 Belgian 20 francs. Belgian 20 francs. I say this one opens at 16 bucks. Opens at 16. Oh, you mean like, do I ever get any German World War II coins? You mean like these? Like these? Yeah, we sold this one yesterday. Like those? Yeah, we sold that yesterday. We had a couple like that yesterday. Yep, we get them in there. Yep, we sold all the German stuff went yesterday for the most part. This one here is the Belgian. Did I put open at 16 yet? Open at 16. Belgian 20 francs. We'll pull up the information on this one and we'll show it as well. Let's show it first, now that you know the price. 20 francs. It's all golden toned. Kind of show that. 20 francs. Real low relief. Got inside. And it's 1949. 1949. We'll click that now, and now we'll go here and share this. Silver 835 fine silver, same as the Swiss coins. 21.48 of an ounce. 16.20 in silver, and that's what it's worth. 16 bucks. Anybody want a Belgian? I don't know. Should we do a reverse auction here? How about open at 15? Do you need to be a member to bid? No. You need to be a human, adult, or if you're under 18, you need to have your parents' permission. And you got to have the intent to pay me, and not just for fun. And at the end of the auction, you need to send me an email to my email address here, so I have your information. And you also got to be willing to pay for your shipping costs. So if it was just one coin and you wanted me to send it in an envelope without tracking, then it would be super cheap shipping. I don't recommend that, though. But if you buy a few things, the cost of like a bubble mailer now, first class, is up to $7. Small flat rate box, if you get stuff of high value or a bunch of stuff, then we got to do $14 shipping. And I ask that you pay me by Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, check, money order. Something without fees is what I prefer. If you got to do PayPal because that's what you want to do, then you want me to pay a 4% fee. I'll be a little less happy about it, but I'll still do it. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Sound good? Let me know if you have any other questions. You get from Coin Crew every week? Yeah, I've been over at the crew before. Yeah, so over here, I'm the little... I mean, we have formalities. We play by rules, and we sell real coins, and it's, you know, we do it professionally. Cash App's perfect. I don't require you to do dollar signs. You don't need to be a channel member. I mean, nah. As long as and if you mess up and you do a mistake, let me know. We're chill. I'm not saying they're not chill. Don't go back and tell Keith, hey, you know what Kittle said? No. But you know what I'm saying. Thanks, Bob. Anybody want this coin for 15 bucks? I don't know. Anybody want it for 14 bucks? What did we look up? It melts for 16.21. Let's see here. Let's look at it again. Anybody want it for 14 bucks? Now, is that golden tone? That might be all PVC on there, too. I don't think it is. It might be, actually, though, now that I look at it some more. It's not sticky, so I don't know if it's PVC. It was in some kind of an album or holder, but that might be PVC on there. That might all dissolve off with some acetone. But it's still 16 bucks worth of silver. It's got a lion on it. Ringo says 14? Aight. You're gonna stop the bleeding? Alright. Green Go OG. At 14 bucks. Winner of another. French coins next, and then we got a couple Canadians and then some British. This one better sell. This one's pretty. This one's actually pretty. This is going to be line number 143. That's the other thing, Bob. If you're not following along on our spreadsheet, we do a spreadsheet that's been linked in chat a couple times by now. Has all the coins. And if you go back to the preview, if you haven't seen it, you'll see how we do this. I dumped all. This was in a mixed bag of silver. We dumped them all out and started looking at them one by one. I didn't know it was in the bag. You didn't know it was in the bag. We're just kind of figuring it out. There's some good stuff. There's a lot of common stuff. We've sold all these already. These ones that don't have names are the ones that are still available that we haven't sold. Like there. And next one we're going to is right here. It is the French coins. Right here, line number 143. And we're going to open it at $24. And then what we also do is I'll take this right there, 1963 France. We'll run that into here. We'll open up the information just so you guys can learn. It's silver. It's 835 fine. It's 0.3222 ounces of actual silver weight. Melt value is 24.30. And there's the information. They say it's 40, 50 bucks. I don't know if that's... Don't rely on that. Let's just look at the coin. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. Opening at $24, just under the silver price. It's got color to it. It's got like some blue color to it. I don't know if it's showing up. Like, got some blue and gold color to it. It's pretty in person. I mean, it's a cool coin even without the toning, just the French. And does this design look familiar to you? Those of you that aren't familiar with French coins? Doesn't that sure look like a walking Liberty $half? Doesn't that really look like a walking Liberty $half? It's got the sunrise. It's got a lady walking with flowing hair, showing her feet. Doesn't it kind of look like the Silver Eagle design, Walking Liberty? It does, because we stole it from them. We stole it from the French. Or adapted ours. We adapted their design. That's what we did. That's what we did. Silver Mountain says 24 bucks on the 5 francs from 1963. Thanks, Silver Mountain. I like it. It's a pretty one. Silver Mountain at 24. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not monster awesome tone. You want to see a monster toner? Should we do a little show and tell in the middle of an auction? Is this dumb? You want to see nice toning? We'll do it after I close this one. Let's close it first, just so Silver Mountain doesn't think he's getting my coin. So that's going to go to Silver Mountain. That's Silver Mountain's first one. You broke the seal. Uh-oh. Silver Mountain. 24. Thank you, Silver Mountain. Show and tell real quick. We just got this in the mail. It doesn't really show up too well under this lighting, does it? But I have to get my good camera out to get a real good picture of that. You tried buying this already. Did I ignore you when you said how much or that you wanted to buy it or if it's for sale? Did I ignore you last time you said that? I might have ignored you last time, didn't I? Probably. All right. Very good. Show and tell. We got a few more French coins to show here. Just a couple more. And actually, I want to show one more thing here while we're doing this. Hold on. Where is this? You want to see PCGS's picture of that one? I don't know if Gringo saw PCGS's picture of it when I glanced at that the other day, did he? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? You got sunglasses on? Same coin you just looked at? You want to see what they did with the photo? You ready? Look at that. They did a nice photo of it, didn't they? I mean, that photo alone probably adds 50 bucks to the price of the coin for you, Gringo. Just that photo alone. Maybe even 100 bucks to the coin. just having that photo available of it, I mean, yeah, that adds a few dollars for sure. That adds a few bucks. So, whew. Yikes, yikes. All right, let's do the last couple French coins. You know what? Let's sell all these together. Let's YOLO it. Let's YOLO it. 3.5 francs worth of coins here. How about that? Let's see what we got. We have the 1908 50 cent. Yeah, it's the sewer design. We got a 1917 1 franc World War I issue. Pretty cool. Got a nicer 1917 with some staining there. Sure, okay. And then we got a really nice 1919. So you get all four for one bid. Let's see what we got here, though. I have them marked down here. The 4 coins together melt for $35.45. Let's start all 4 of them at 30 bucks. Over $5 under the silver value for all 4 coins. Open at 30 bucks. They did a really good job on that photo, didn't they, HQZ? Yeah, they have the advantage of taking... It's really hard on... it's really hard to take photos of proof coins. It's really hard to take photos of really nicely toned coins. Again, proof coins and then really nicely toned coins. It's really difficult. This is a really nice toned proof coin. Really hard to get a good photo of because it's a mirrored surface, okay? And I'm just doing it like right here under my light. Right there you get some color, but you know why you get color? Because it's bouncing off of a light. Right there you get color because it's shining right into a light bulb. And on a mirror, especially, we got 2 mirrored surfaces here. We got the coin and we got the plastic. That's where you see the color, but then you don't see the coin. So it's really hard to do that. You got to really use, it's called like I don't even know what they call it. It's a photo technique, but I know how to do it. It's like diffused lighting, I think, is the way you got to do it to get it best. But PCGS, they're able to take the photo before it goes into the slab. That's why they can get much nicer photos usually on something like that. On a regular tone coin that's not proof, it's easy. On a regular proof that's not toned, it's not that difficult. A toned proof, pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. All right, we got Edwin at 25, trying to go $5 even further back, and then we go T-Rup at the opening bid of 30, Jackalope at 31, T-Rup at 32. T-Rup, you mowed a lawn already? You're done? That must be a small yard. Or you needed to come in for a nice glass of a nice refreshing Arizona half and half Arnold Palmer, right? Iced tea and lemonade. Maybe you need it. Look at that tall can. Those are good. You know what? They're shrinkflationing us on this too. It says 22 ounces on the bottom of this. I mean, I can go back maybe a year. They were 23 ounces. I can go back maybe 5-10 years. They were 24 ounces. But you know what? They still sell these things for 99 cents each. It is a great buy. It is a great buy at 99 cents each. I'm not mad at it. They can have their 1 ounce. They can have their 1 ounce every couple of years. Jackalope goes to $33. We're still almost $3 full. $2.50 under the silver price. Jackalope at 33. On the 4 French coins. We'll show them again real quick since there's multiple bidders. There's the nicer 1919. There's the okay 1917. There's the more worn 1917. And there's the 1908. I didn't even look them up, really. We could if you want. Some of these might be a little more valuable just for the date or rarity. I know the 1917 and 1919 1 francs are common. But that 1919 is really nice. Ron goes to 36 after a T-Rep 35. Ron might be buying some prizes for the Covina Coin Club here. T-Rep goes to 37. Out in San Dimas, California. You guys ever hear of San Dimas, California? Home of the water slides and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. On payday, you buy a lot, and then you peace out. You say you want some peace dollars? Hold on, let me grab some peace dollars. What kind of peace dollars you want? You want a peace dollar? I got one right here. Well, that one's kind of shiny pretty, huh? Oh, you said, oh, peace out. Never mind, peace out. I thought you wanted the peace dollar. Okay. More and more gas stations are selling them way more than 99 cents. Yeah, well, they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, gas stations do their own thing. I mean, there's some bad gas stations around me. I was going to say a more harsh word about them, but they sell like 20-ounce like pops for like $3 and stuff. And yeah, they do some outrageous pricing at some of them. Ron at $38. T-Rep at $39. $39. Seem to be making good pay. Yeah, I've been bunching things in the group lots. I think we're only bad on the 2 lots left, Alfred. I'm tempted to do the last 3 Canadian 10 centers in 1 lot, and I'm going to do all this British stuff. Maybe I'll break it into 2 lots. Maybe we'll do the half crowns in one, and then the shilling and the 6 pences in a second lot. I don't know. Ron goes to $40 on the French. T-Rep says out. That's not binding. T-Rep could come back in. T-Rep could. Do jewelry with some coins? There you go. That's popular. And sold to Ron. Nice. Thanks, Ron. I'll hand deliver them on Friday. Ron doesn't even have to pay shipping. I mean, he can pay shipping if he wants. I should still charge him shipping. I should charge him for a gallon of gas for me to drive to drop him off to him. But a gallon of gas here in California is probably more expensive than just him paying the shipping. Nah. Hand delivery on Friday. Glendale Coin Club. What do we got left? Should we just do these Canadian coins next? And then leave the British for last? The British are coming. The British are coming. All right. What do we got left? We got 3 Canadian coins. A 1916, a 1919, and a 1919 10 cent. These are on the spreadsheet at lines number 111 through 113. Got a total silver value of $15.64. They're sterling silver. And let's start them at $15 for the 3. $15 for the 3. What? Opening at $15. We'll look them up too, of course. But we'll show them here under the microscope while we have it up. 1916, got probably VF detail there. 1919, nice look to it, about the same condition. Maybe a little bit more wear there. And then this is a cleaned 1919. Looks clean to me. A little too bright. Yeah, a clean 1919. Couple originals. And one's slightly clean. 3 of them for $15. Steve is first at 15, then Silver Mountain. Steve is first. Mello already missed the ones he wanted. But I didn't sell any of the stuff he was asking about. If you say his name 3 times, he shows up though, so be careful. I'm still tempted to play his voicemail though. Did I put the dates wrong on the spreadsheet? Did I? Yeah, there's 2 1919s, right? Is that what we saw? Yeah. I have 2 1916s on the spreadsheet. I'll correct that right now. 2 1919s. I still kind of want to play his voicemail. Maybe we'll save that for later. All right, we'll share the screen. Here's the information on the 1916 and the 1918. They're $87 each in the price guide. That's wrong. Now, I just want to show you they're sterling silver, 0.0691 ounces each, $5.21 melt value a piece. So at $15 each, you're under silver price still. Steve Woods is in the lead at $15. Steve he left me 2 of them at early in the morning. Dutch is at $16 for the 3. Dutch is at $16 for the 3. And Steve goes to 17. I don't even know if it would come up over the microphone if I played it. Probably would. I just couldn't believe he left that message. It was probably like at midnight or 1 in the morning my time, and just him whining about me starting the auction too early for him and telling me to delay my auction a few hours just for him, even though it's already scheduled. Everybody knew it was happening. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? You're asking like now if he had asked me a month ago, just hey, next time you do a world kilo of silver, I'm really serious. I want to buy a bunch of stuff. Could you do it a little later in the day so I have a chance to be there too? I would consider that. I would absolutely consider that. You don't tell me the night before when everybody already knows what it is. That goes to Steve. Rafe's here. What? Steve Woods? Steve Woods, and Steve Woods gets all those, and it was, what, 17 for the 3? Thank you. All right. What do we do in these last couple groups? Anybody have any requests? Do you want any of these dates specifically? Let's see what we got left. We got some florins, a 1929, a 35, a 42, a 42, a 42. We got a shilling, a 28. A 1930, a 31 sixpence, a 37 sixpence, and a 39 sixpence. We got a total of, I don't know how much that is. Is that 10 coins? 10 coins left. Yep, that's what it looks like. We just do it. Should we just do it live, one lot, be done with it? It's $89 and change worth of silver. Or do I break it up into two? Let's break it up into 2 lots. We're not in a hurry, right? We'll do all the florins together. That's 68 something in silver right there. We'll start it at 68 bucks. See if anybody wants some. And then we'll sell the shilling and the sixpences as one lot. We'll do that for 18 bucks. It's probably more than that. I can't add. What was it? It is actually $20.60 in silver. So let's do the little ones first. Let's just do the... Or Steve's already bidding on the big group. Okay, I guess we'll do the big group first. How about that? Steve, I'm going to need you to type your bid in again after I open it. Open at 68. So just so nobody cries about it later, I'd like you to bid again so you know what we're bidding on. Let's take a look. There is the 1929. Some of these might be a little bit better too. That's okay. There's one of the 42s. Steve at 68. There's another 42. There's another 42. And 1935. What did I just click on? Silver content? Well, we can look them up. I showed here already. This is what I have on my spreadsheet. I have them all at 0.1818 silver each, actual. So $13.72 of melt value total. For the 5 of them, it ends up being $68.60, and Steve's got the bid at $68. How many florins in a pound? 10. Is that correct? Is that correct? Is that correct? And yeah, what I'll do is, we still got we got the other thing up. So what we'll do here, we'll go here, and we'll go here, and we'll go here, and type that in, and go here, and go here, and we'll look up, for example, yeah, silver, 500 fine, 11.31 grams, 0.1818 ounces, and this is the 1929 we got. And they don't start going up in value over silver till you're at XFAU, and we're probably right below that. So it's basically silver content. Like 700 plus stuff. Perfect. We had quite a bit of that. 2 shillings in a florin, and 20 shillings in a pound. Is that right? Steve Woods wins all 5 of them for $68, and then 0, 0, 0, and then 0. Awesome. Still sounds like nice silver, though, doesn't it? Still sounds like silver to me. All right. Last lot of the day are all those opening at 18 bucks. And we have a total silver weight of 0.2729 in this group and a total silver value of $20.60. We're starting it at $18. It's $20.60 worth of silver. And we have a 1939 sixpence, a 1937 sixpence. We got a 1931 sixpence with some PVC on it. We got a 1930 sixpence. And the big one of the group, a 1928 shilling. Anybody want the 5 coins for only $18? 5 coins for $18. I think these are all 500 fine. It is not 700 plus fine. These are not. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We'll have to try again on another one, Dutch. That's okay. We do this from time to time. We're always selling stuff. But here, I'll look it up and show you the one. Here's for the shilling. 500 fine. 0.909 ounces. $6.86. That's the information on the shilling. And the sixpences are about half of that. Jackalope says 18, then Steve tried bidding 18. Jackalope is first at 18. Sixpences are great wedding gifts. Oh, yeah? Nice. Steve, you got to come back with a slightly higher bid if you want them. And it's $20.60 current silver value. At least for another hour or so until silver opens back up, and then we don't know. I guess one more thing, last call. Steve goes to 19. I didn't even mention it. I should have mentioned it multiple times before, but I kind of don't want to deal with it, so I'm going to kind of just mention it to y'all. Last week, we sold a bunch of these semi-quincentennial dimes. The new dime that came out from the U.S. Mint. Beautiful coins. And it's all blurry. You can't see them there. There we go. Philadelphia and a Denver. We were adding them on. If anybody bought something, we would add these into your package for $1. Pairs of these sell for like $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 each on eBay, but we can add them on for $1. If you bought anything here during this, if you bought any of these, if you bought any lots in my sale here this weekend, and you want a pair of these for $1 added to your package, let me know. Let me know. But if you wanted them added in, we can do that. Jackalope's at 20. Last call for Steve to come back. Steve, you got all those other British. You don't want to miss these, do you? Oh, no. Oh, no. On the Jackalope. Where's his name? There it is. Jackalope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items there for $20. And 0, 0, 0, 0 on those. And that's all she wrote, pretty much. That's all she wrote on those. Let's make sure we get these to the side. Yeah, Aries, you can just, like, we're already getting a package of stuff. It's real easy for me to throw these in, no extra shipping or anything. I mean, they look pretty cool too, right? You know. That one's got a couple spots on it. That's upside down now. Liberty over tyranny. That's what they say. Did I get the quarters in? Yeah. You want to see them? Ah, well, I just knocked them over. That's okay. You guys want to see some? All right, let me pull out one of the quarters. Ah, I didn't cut the bag like crazy on this one either. I just did that on the dime. Let me pull a quarter out. Oh, I just dumped out a few. Oh, not bad, huh? Not bad. Yeah, just let me know in the email. That's fine. That's the quarters, and then I got the... What was the other one that we had? The Mayflower one. These ones are real nice. They did a real good job on this one. Look at that. Yeah, kind of cool. You want to rant about the designer's initials? Yeah, like, why do we need his initials there? I don't know. Why do we need that person's little EC initials down there? And then you got a big D mint mark. We need the mint mark. That's important. That's important. This one I'm not as mad about because you got the little PH hidden in the waterline. That's okay for initials. This one here, you got a big D. That's not a D mint mark. That's D for the designer. No, you shouldn't let the designer have a big D designer initial when you have Denver mint marks. Because if I look at the Philadelphia version of this, it's also going to have it's going to be confusing for people. Yeah, you want that rant? There you go. You want to go back to this one and have it rant too? Why does it say CAC there? Why does it say DH or DW or whatever over here? They shouldn't have that many design. It's not even just designers. This one I'm not as mad about. JFM right on the neckline, somewhat hidden, somewhat blends in with the design. That's the way they should be. It should not be ever in the field of the coin. Like ever. Like this one, you got, I don't know. What do you got here? You got CAC under her neck? What the heck's that mean? You got EA over in the corner? You got EC down here? Oh, it's too many initials. Because not only is it the designer needs their initials, the engraver needs to put their initials too. It's like, why? They're working for the government. It's not their art, you know? It's contracted. Seriously. All right, add some dimes to your purchase. Here, let me just do that on the spreadsheet right now. If you know you want some, let me know right now and I can get them added to the spreadsheet, and that'll be a little easier to keep track of. I'm going to put pair of 2026 P and D dimes, and this is $1. Oh, it's Jackalope. Hold on. Jackalope Herdmaster. Let me try to spell that right. And that's $1. And then I know Aries said they wanted at least one, so I'm going to put that on there. Okay, cool. Mayflower ones are weird with no president. I mean, it looks weird. And, like, it looks weird. Like, when I dumped out a bunch of the dimes, it just all looks weird because it doesn't look like the coins we've had for so many years. State quarters kind of look the same. I mean, the quarters don't seem too odd, I guess. But, yeah, because we've had so many different designs on our quarters. But the dimes just look really weird when you pile them up together and have a bunch of them. They're cool, though. They're cool. Alrighty there. Any other questions or comments, or anybody have anything? Should we do a giveaway at least? What should I do for a giveaway? Oh, did anybody else want any of these coins that didn't sell? The ones that passed? We had a couple little Swedish coins. I don't know, what did we have? We had 3 Sweden coins. We had the Italian 2 lira. Had the British half crowns. Had a couple India, British India. Those didn't sell. Anybody want those? Let me know. Do I have both of the P and the D Revolutionary Worn Out? No. Now all the Denver mints are all on back order. So just the Philadelphia ones. Yep, just those. Those back there. Anything still in the giveaway piles you sent years ago? Probably. You want me to dig in there? Should we do an Alfred R giveaway? Is that what's being requested of me? Hold on, let me put this coin back. I'm just making a mess on my desk here, like usual. Let me put that Mayflower coin back so I don't lose that. Let me put that roll back where that goes. Okay. Yeah, let me get out the giveaway bag. Hold on. Ugh. Ooh. Ow. I got like 4 penny dog coin roll opening devices in here. Anybody need a penny roll screwdriver? Or penny dog screwdriver? What did I say, penny roll? Any Alfred stuff in here? There's got to be some Alfred stuff in here. Hold on. No, none of that's Alfred. I don't think that's Alfred. Alright, what do we got here? Remember Penny Dog? Kerbals making you want to play. What is it? There's a lot of garbage in this. I gotta go through this giveaway bag. There's like a lot of just garbage in here that like I would not want to ever give away. There's a bunch of Linda Wallace Ike dollar necklaces. Anybody want a Linda Wallace Ike dollar necklace? I got a bunch of those I'm supposed to give away someday. I got some coins I got from RFT in here. Oh, I found some Alfred giveaways. I found one. I found something. Hold on. What do we got here? What do we got here? Let me put the rest of this away so I don't mix it up with the Alfred stuff. There's a few Alfreds in here. Hold on. Again, if you want to win a giveaway, all you got to do is type the next thing I type in the chat. We'll find something here. Well, let's put a nice little grouping together here, huh? How about that and that? And that. We'll do a 3-coin Alfred, you know, oh no. Should we just go crazy and do like a 5-coin Alfred giveaway? Got a lot of Alfred coins in here. Are those different ones there? Yeah, those are the different ones. I don't want to like give away the wrong thing here. There's that one and that one. And then there's that one, and then there's that, and then that, and then that. I don't know which one to give away. I'm getting confused. Alfred, I got a lot of these 2021 dimes, and I don't know which ones are the... I gotta figure out, remember which ones is to give away, I guess. Go crazy with it? Okay. I got the colorized one, and then there's... I guess the one that's not colorized, right? And it looks like there's another one where the date's a little different on it, right? The older design. There's 3 different ones, right? Because I think I did a giveaway of some of these before, and I didn't give all 3 of them away, so I don't have like the right numbers of each anymore. I think I messed them up, but maybe not. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it someday. 3 different for the blue nose. Okay. I got it. I think I got another set there because I know we gave some away. You know, you gave me a few sets. I got that. Okay, let's give this away too. We got a 50-cent piece. And then we got $1. And then a $2. A $2. Is that what they call them in Canada? You got the dollar and the $2. I know it's something like that, isn't it, Alfred? $1 and a $2. No, it's called the loony and the toonie. That's what it's called. That's what it is, right? The loony and the two. Not the dollar and the $2. No, I'm just kidding. I knew it was loony and toonie. All right, here we go. You're going to get the Alfred R Canadian package, and I'll give you a set of the 2026 dimes. So you're going to get the coin pack. You're going to get the dimes. Let's start showing these under the scope. The Alfred R sponsored giveaway right here. You ready? You ready for this? Okay, you get the dimes, the P and the D dimes. Nobody cares about those. You're going to get this beautiful coin here. The 1921 Blue Nose. That's the ship on the dime. Commemorative 1921 Centennial design. They also got this one here. Beautiful coin. Another dime. 10 cent. And then you got this one here. The colorized version. Check that out, right? Check that out. You get all three of those. But wait, there's more from Alfred. Straight from Canada. How about a 2021 Shiny Purdy 50 center? Pretty nice, eh? Eh? Pretty nice, eh? And of course, you got George the Sixth on this one. Pretty cool, huh? Why'd they put George the Sixth on it? I don't know. The 2021 with George the Sixth. And then you get the dollar with Queen Elizabeth. Number 11 on the back. The dollar. Okay, colorized dollar for the Klondike. 125th anniversary of all the Americans running up there and taking all that Canadian gold. It's kind of what happened, isn't it? Maybe there were some Canadians there too. The Gold Rush. Very, very nice. And then, and the colorized coins are cool. And then you got the $2, the $2, or the toonie, if you will, right there. And this is their discovery or anniversary of their discovery of insulin, right? Or the synthesis or manufacture. I forgot exactly what they call it. 1921 to 2021 insulin commemorative issue with Queen Elizabeth II. The Canada $2. All of these really cool. The colorized circulating coins are just awesome. And Alfred was very generous to send us some. And they've sat here for, I don't know, 6-7 years. No, it was only 5 years. So, but Alfred just reminded us to give them away. Thanks, Alfred. So you get 8 coin giveaway, huh? I keep clicking on that for my big things live stream. I keep accidentally clicking on that. I gotta delete that. You get 6. Let's get all these loser coins away that didn't sell. You get 6 Canada coins. And you get the 2 dimes from the US of A. All for one lucky winner. All for one lucky winner. Who wants the set of Canadian coins? Anybody? Anybody? If you want those, and the couple dimes there, all you got to do is type the next word I type in the chat. Spelling counts. Capital versus small don't matter too much to me. Somebody's going to win it, though. No cheating. 1 entry per person. And thank you, Alfred, again, for the donation to the channel. I was tempted to write 51st state there, but I didn't. I just wrote Canada for the word. That's me being respectful and thinking before I do stuff. Even though I still said it out loud, but no, I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Trying to be cool. Trying to be calm. We got a couple people entered. We got Vern. We got Doug. We got Silver Mountain and Cal. We got Ron. Aries Bird, Chew, Jackalope. Bearded Bob's in. Edwin's in. Steve's in. How you doing, Chew? Think before you do. Oh, man. Coming from the person that takes everything from everybody else in that game, right? All right, Steve's in. Anybody else want to get in? We got, let's see how many entries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. 11 are in. 11 people are in. Anybody else? Last call? Well, I hope you're in. I'm going to pull out the 12-sided die here. I think we got just under 12. We got our lucky 12-sided die, perfectly balanced and calibrated by this California Department of Weights and Measures. Winner is number 4 on my computer, and on my computer only, number 4. The first person to type in Canada correctly was Jackalope. The second person was Mr. Eris Bird. The third person was Chew, also pronounced Chew. And number 4 was Ron Noseworthy. Ron Noseworthy was number 4. Vern, you were number 5. You lost. Sorry, Vern. Ron, you get the prize. You get the big prize. And thank you, Ron, for winning, because that saves me on shipping. Giveaway group of 8 coins. I'm going to put Ron Noseworthy on the spreadsheet. Gets that for 0. Congratulations. Congratulations. And thank you again, Alfred, for sending those to us. So, yeah, Alfred's really generous. He sends those for us to give away. And I know I also got a duplicate set of everything that he tells me to keep for myself. So I got those in my collection as well. So that's awesome. And thank you again for that. So very, very good. Again, anybody else before we shut it down really thinking about wanting the ones that didn't sell? Anybody? Anybody? We got a few that didn't sell. Otherwise, we're going to close her down. And I'm going to keep those. Actually, those will probably be... Ron's going to see these pretty soon as Coin Club prizes on Friday, probably. Very well could, Ron. Very well could be Coin Club prizes. Or at a minimum in the auction. We'll see. They're going to be off my desk. All right. Yeah, Onabusha, you were not 4th. You were not 4th. Vern was 5th. Doug 6th. Silvermont 7th. Kyle. Onabusha wasn't even on there. Onabusha didn't even get in there. Okay. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? All right. How much are they? Well, should we look? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what passed. So we'll go here. We'll do a control find. I'm in the wrong thing. Here we go. Control find, and I'll just type in pass. We have the word pass on here 9 times. So we'll look at the first instance was in our total. That doesn't count. So this one here, the 2 lira, I had it at 20 bucks. It's $20.26 of silver value. The other ones that didn't pass, the half crowns, they're 17 bucks a piece. I tried selling them as a pair for 34. Then we had the Indian coins. The pair of them are about $10.60 of silver. I tried selling them for 10 bucks, and they passed. The other ones that sell, the 3 Swedish coins, I tried selling for 9 bucks for the 3, and they were 10.71 melt, and I couldn't sell them for 9 bucks. So that's that. So all together, if you want to know, we opened that at 9. There's 19. There's 53. And there's 73 bucks. 73 bucks for... You want them all? T-Rup, you want them all? 73 bucks? You're in? Done. That makes it easy. That makes it easy. So pass equals T-Rup. 73 bucks? Been all? All right. I'll go through right now and change the word pass to T-Rup Adventures. That makes it easy for me. 9 and then 0 and then 0. Perfect. The India 10 or 20? It was 10. And they are now gone unless T-Rup says to give them to you instead, but T-Rup grabbed everything. Paid the price. Alright, and then this one, do that, and that is 20. We'll double check that I did all that correct. I think that was done correctly. And thank you for that. Thank you, everybody. Each and every one for your bids. Again, check the spreadsheet if you're a buyer. Make sure that I got everything correct here. I have it automatically calculating your totals over here on the right-hand side. I don't see any duplicate names. Actually, I do. Steve Woods, I spelled wrong. Maybe I just spelled it wrong everywhere along the way. So maybe it's counting his name twice. Let me search that. Steve. And then here. Yeah, Steve Woods is on there twice because I spelled his name wrong once. So I can fix that right now. And find where I spelled his name wrong right there. Yeah? And that should correct that. Now his name should only be there once. In one total. Bam, done. Okay. Yeah, so we'll double check all that, make sure you think it's right. Do you have a wallet or hold? Nah, there's nothing holding. I mean, if I had another auction planned for like another week or so, I'd say, hey, that's planned. I'd let you know, but I don't have anything else planned right now. So I think I set the record. Alfred, yeah, I've been trying to speed it up, not just for everybody, but not just for me, but for everybody else. So that's why I kind of preloaded up the spreadsheet with a bunch of stuff yesterday and sorted a little bit before the first day. And that's why before this one started, I had every coin on the spreadsheet already kind of listed up. That saves a lot of time. And it already puts in my head, and I already know, before today even started, I knew I put all these dimes together to Canadian 10 cent, and I knew, yeah, I'm selling all these in one group lot, and stuff like that. And I know, yeah, I had already looked up a lot of this stuff. I made some time to do that. That's why I didn't do games mostly. I was spending too much time on this, but that's fine. Just knowing that, yeah, these are all common dates. Let's just do that in a group lot. Let's do that. And anyhow, if that makes sense. So with shipping total, T-Rep? I don't know. I don't know what you bought. What'd you buy? T-Rep, you got about $249 worth of stuff. Let's see. T.rep. It looks like it's about 30 different coins you won. It seems like that would be a lot to put in a bubble mailer and send it first class. Me, and at $250 worth of stuff, I'd be more comfortable sending it priority in a flat rate box for $14. If you know for sure it's under 12 ounces worth of stuff, even after it's all packed up, and you want to save $7, you can insist that I send it first class. I'd be more comfortable sending it in a priority mail box. It'd be safer. It's a lot of coins. I can pack them up a lot nicer. And that's my thinking on that. It's kind of right on the line. Kind of right on the line of whether we do it, whether I would insist one way or another. Gonna play the mellow. I don't know what that means. Oh, the mellow voicemail. Oh, jeez. Should I? Let's see. Let me listen to it real quick first and see if I want to do that. Let me see here. Nah, I don't know. Well, he sent me 2 of them. Let me see what the other one says. Let me see what the other one says here. Hold on. I don't. You guys want to hear? You want to hear? Okay, let's see if you can. I don't even know if you can hear this. Can you?
Hey, Kit Kat, koala down under here. I can't get up at 7 in the morning for your auction. I really like the bed, but I just can't do 7 in the morning. If you could possibly delay it till 9:30, then I can get it done.
It keeps going on. That's all I'm going to play. He leaves a message just telling me that he can't get up for my auction and he wants me to delay it. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, it's private conversation. You're right, Ron. But that part of it was funny, and I made that part public. So I didn't not showing anything else personal or private. I just thought it was funny that he wants me to delay my whole auction so he can not get up at 6 or 7 in the morning his time. So I messaged him back. I'm like, there's no way. You're crazy. You're insane for even asking that. That's basically how I handled it. But I said, but with that said, I had already sorted a lot of this out. I know he just loves things with Queen Victoria and the King and Queen Elizabeth, right? So I said, I can make an effort to sell some of the other stuff first. So if you're telling me to delay my show by an hour or two, I'm not doing that. But I would hold back a lot of the stuff, and he didn't show up anyway, right? He didn't show up anyway, So now we can give him some crap about it. But I still did. There was one coin that didn't sell yesterday. There was one that didn't sell yesterday, and he did message me saying that he would pay a bunch of money to have it, and I gave it to him for whatever the opening bid was. So he did win one. There you go, Marmello. He's like, what? You made it. We're done, Marmello. We're done. You missed it. Actually, there's 2 coins left with or a couple coins left with the king on them that didn't sell. Oh, actually, no, those all did sell. Never mind. T-Rep just bought all those. Never mind. Those did sell. No, you missed it, Marmello. You missed it. We said his name 3 times, Kyle. We said his name 3 times and he showed up. We said it 3 times and he's here. But Marmello did get the one. We got you the 1 Australia coin. You're getting the 1 coin, Marmello. You did win. And that's right. Kyle bought you a coin. Where is that on the list? Let's see here. Kyle did buy you a coin. He bought you the 1888 Canadian 5 cent. Send to Mr. Marmello. Look at that. He tells me to start my auction a couple hours late so he can sleep. What is he thinking, right? What is he thinking asking that? All right, you guys have a great week. Thanks again. Thanks again, especially to all the bidders, and especially thanks even more to those of you that actually won coins. Let's get in touch. We'll settle up. I'll get all the packages out early to midweek, hopefully. Well, a lot of it depends on when you guys pay and when we settle up too. But if any of you are in a particular hurry to get your stuff, let me know. But Cash App works great. Cash App works fine, T-Rep. My name on Cash App is $Kittle Coins. I can type it in the chat here. Let's see. With the $, it almost looks like it says Skittle Coins, but it's Kittle Coins. Let me just open up Cash App real quick to double check that I'm not lying and giving you bad info there. Cash App, and if I go to my name and I click on my thing, yeah. Is there a way I can show that that's me to you guys? Wow, my code. Yeah, I got a code here. Isn't that how this works? Yeah, you can Cash App me. Right there's the code. Send me Cash App, everybody. Kittle, $Kittle Coins. I don't know if that works. Don't use the stupid QR code. I don't know if that works or not. Anyway, that's the information. That's the good one. That's the good one. Mello sent 3 straight messages without emotes. You know, did you just wake up, Mello? I sent you a message on the Discord, as Bill Mig calls it. I sent you the message like 2 hours ago, almost, telling you that that people were asking for the New Zealand coins, and if he wanted them, he better get in here immediately. And then we sold the New Zealand coin. Well, that was the 6p that we sold, and then we sold the half crown a little later. But alrighty. Any other questions? Did I miss any other questions here? Let's see. And thanks for showing up, Marmello. You at least got the one. Sorry you didn't get any others, and you're still crazy for asking me to delay my whole auction by a few hours so you can sleep. Crazy ask, man. That was a crazy ask. Crazy ask. All right. Anyway, thanks again for all your support. Thanks again, Alfred, for sponsoring our giveaway today. Steve already paid by Zelle. Awesome. We'll be in touch by email to get everything settled up. I think there's still a couple maybe that have coins from last week's auction, right? That we still haven't mailed out, so I guess we can combine those packages at this point. But not until you pay. Not until you pay. We got to get settled up at some point. I'm not crazy, you know, we're not going to stress you out. If you tell me you need, I don't get paid till Friday, or, can I pay you some now, some later? I really prefer you guys tell me that stuff in advance so I can give you the okay. But it's okay. It's okay. We're cool. Hey, Kittle, your website has issue on Oppo. Again, no emojis there. Look at that. Kittle fan plus plus plus. Look at Marmello with the Kittle fan plus plus plus. Wow. You know what the issue is, I'm sure, Marmello, is that I don't pay hundreds of dollars a year to have secure whatever it is on there. What do they call it? The secure SSL certificate? I don't know what it is. I don't pay for that. Because you know why? I don't have a shopping cart and I don't take payments over my website. My website doesn't need to be secure. But Google, and apparently your Oppo and a couple other browsers, will flag my site as dangerous. Like, I know people on Apple devices, and I guess you on your Oppo, it shows up as potential, threat and malicious, whatever, because I'm not paying a couple $100 a year to have a certificate that I don't need. On Google Chrome and on normal things and on, like, Android phones, it shows up perfectly fine. Because I don't take payments on there. I don't need security. I don't take your names or I don't even have passwords. There's nothing secure there. Right there, you can click on my website. Alfred just put the link, mk.com. mk.com. Brings up my site. It'll probably pop up a message saying it doesn't support a secure connection. So what? Continue to the site. What do you need a secure connection for? You're not giving me your password. You're not giving me money. It's fine. And I haven't updated my website in like 2-3 years anyway. What are we talking about? Right, Gringo? All right, let's go. Your address has not changed. Yeah, T-Rep, I asked. That's another thing, just a reminder. Email me your information. Always send me your address. Even if you think you sent it to me a month ago or 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I don't keep any addresses on file. And what I don't like doing is I don't like going back through my emails and trying to figure out the last time I sent you a label. And if it was a year ago, just assuming that's your address. Right now on this auction alone, I'm going to send out about 20 packages. I'm almost going to guarantee 1 out of those 20 people moved within the last year. So if I just assume that everybody stayed in the same place, 1 of those packages at least will be wrong. People move all the time, whether they like it or not, and that's why I don't keep addresses on file. If I was just sending you like postcards in the mail, it wouldn't be a big deal. But we're sending valuable coins through the mail. I don't want them going to the wrong place by accident. It's very easy for you to just tell me your address every time. And that's the way I prefer to do it, just to make sure I don't ever send it to the wrong address. Make sense? Makes sense. Last modified, yeah. And right after that's about when my laptop blew up and I lost access to my website. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because that happened like first week of December, I think, that year. T-Rep sent the email. Appreciate that, T-Rep. It's just so much easier to have it right like at the top of my inbox and instead of I did. Because what it does is sometimes when I search, like once I search you say, oh, I don't have his address. I search. Sometimes I would find whatever I sent you most recently. Sometimes I might accidentally click on something from 2-3 years ago, and maybe that address is different. That's why I don't keep anybody's address on. Even if I send you 10 packages a year, please still always send me your address every time. Please. It's just better for you, better for me. Got it? Got it. If you sent it to me yesterday, that's great then, Jacqueline. I think I did see that email. You know what I mean, though, but if it's from last auction, I'd rather just to get it again fresh. The great Kerbal laptop explosion of 23, yep. Marmello's very sleepy. All right, Marmello, go back to bed. You can go back to bed. We're done. There you go. I don't know what time it is there in New Zealand, but you can go back to bed. We're going to end it. Thanks again, everybody, and I don't have another auction planned coming up right away, but we will do one again. I know we have, I think we got, 8 more kilo bags. Should we just do another kilo? Should we just do them every weekend until I get them done? I don't think so. I think we'd all run out of money. Well, a lot of my buyers would run out of money. I would get too much money then, probably. No. we're not going to do another one right away. Cool? Cool? All right. Thanks again, everybody. If you have any other questions, you can either send them to Alfred or Marmello, or you can email them right to me right here. Probably email them to me. Until then, make sure you get in that monthly free coin giveaway. Again, we got the Secretariat 1-ounce silver bar. You do need to leave a comment on the comment video to be in on that. Look at that right there. Heck of a horse race the other day, right? Kentucky Derby. I don't know if that one's going to be a Triple Crown winner, but I guess we'll see. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for spending so much time with us. And Steve says I'd run. Yeah, we need to spread them out a little bit, right, Steve? And Steve's like, yeah, we also need silver to go back down to like 30, 40 bucks so that everything's not so expensive. That's one thing that I'll mention real quick is if you go back and look at the history of all the kilos of world silver that we've done, a lot of them we did when silver was like 25 to 30 to 35 bucks an ounce, right? This one's $75 an ounce, and so was the last one about $75. And altogether, the kilo, I got $2,065. The melt value on it was $1,877. A little bit over melt. I'm pleased with it, sure. Okay. If you go back to some of them that we did when silver was 25 bucks an ounce or 30 bucks an ounce, you know how much I got for them? About $2,000. Some of them went for $1,600. I think one went for $2,500. They average around 2,000 bucks is what I get. And I'm happy with that based on what I paid for them. And I mean, I didn't pay melt for them back when they were 20, 30 bucks. But so what's happened on these is a lot of these coins that used to sell for premiums now just barely get the silver price or lower. So now we're just kind of just selling silver instead of selling numismatic coins. So you would think when silver goes from 30 to 75, my kilos of silver would more than double in value. They haven't moved in value at all, which is wild, isn't it? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Steve might remember I sold, actually at one point I had so many extras, I had a couple viewers say, hey, can I just buy a kilo of silver from you straight up? Yeah, sure. And I sold them for right around this price, back when silver was probably 30 bucks an ounce. They were happy and I was happy. And now they're still worth the same price. And it's just the same coins, just now. Like this Bahamas coin, we sold that for $1.50 under spot. If silver was $30 and this thing melted for almost 40, we would have sold it for 50 or 55. This Saudi Arabia coin that sold for $13 over, at 25, if the silver value was $10, it'd still sell for 30, 40 bucks, and so on and so forth. Just there's no premiums on stuff anymore. Very few. Anyway, just pointing that out for no particular reason, I guess. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good weekend, rest of your weekend, and have a great week. We'll be in touch. Send me emails. I might not get back to you in the next hour or two or even today. Might wait till tomorrow. But, like that Aussie crown that went for 30 bucks. Exactly, Alfred. Exactly. What does the +++ get for hype? You got your own emoji. Right, Gringo? He got his own darn emoji. What are you talking about? What does he get? What does he get? He gets extra support of our monthly free coin giveaway, right, Marmello? You get lots of extra support of our monthly free coin giveaway. Thank you for that, Marmello. That's what you get. What do you mean, what do you get? What do you get? I get voicemails from you at the middle of the night. That's what I get. And I get, and you got your coin. You got the coin that you wanted here somewhere. Didn't you? Where's it at? Whatever that Australia coin is that you won. This one right here. You won a coin and you weren't even here. You're the only one in the entire auction that won a coin by not being here. That's your special privilege right there. You won a coin and you weren't even here. Right? Right? Nobody else can say that. You got priority access to Fortnite as well. Make sure you download it. You got to do the update. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks again for your support.